And welcome back to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Marathon. We are going to be getting ready for Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomizer, and we've got a bonus vanilla percentage run coming up because that incentive was met. I am joined in the booth by our runner Doozy and our comms McNair. How y'all doing today, gents?
Doing great.
Very well. Yeah, very well.
Awesome. That's fantastic. So just catching everybody up here while they get set up. We are running this marathon for the Burn Unit Children's Fund. They are a fantastic charity that helps out children who have suffered traumatic burns. They help out their family. They provide funding for non-medical items and services critical to recovery of pediatric burn patients, wound care, rehabilitative equipment. They provide education to the families about how to actively treat and rehabilitate these injuries, because burns are very tricky injuries to rehabilitate. They have a camp for a lot of these folks, Camp Can Do, where these kids can go during the summer, hang out with other victims who have suffered similar traumas, and just really be themselves. Because burns are quite literally a scarring injury, and it's absolutely horrific. So this is a great safe place for them to be who they can be. So let's make sure we get our donations out. There's a lot of incentives coming up that are still open. Next up on the block, we've got the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX Randomizer. A couple of those incentives are getting real close. We've got the Marin date that's only $20 away. We've got a sprite war, where the meme sprite is winning so far 20-0, and we've got an all photos incentive which needs $80 more to get there. That's going to be coming up after this one at approximately 7:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight. But without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Doozy and McNair. Over to you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, and thank you again for having this marathon. I think it's really great. Just curious, do we have did anybody bid on a save file name? I'm gonna take that as
Negasaurus.
Negatoris. All right, perfect. Here we go.
Get to be creative here. Nice.
We're just gonna say save kids.
Wonderful.
Please donate to the cause. So anyway, once again, I am Doozy, and I am very excited because I get to be on comms with one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time from the Tennessee Titans, Steve McNair. McNair, how are you doing?
Me. Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah. Thanks for recognizing where my name comes from.
Of course.
Yeah, excited to do this. I know
3,
some glitches
2,
in this
1,
video game.
go. Sorry.
Beautiful. Oh, you're good. You're good.
All right. Whoops. All right. So we've started. I did the countdown right in the middle of things. Sorry.
Not a problem at all. So here, obviously, we're just seeing the prologue. This is one of the only standard things that you'll probably see in the glitch randomizer. This is going to go about how it usually goes, to my understanding. So,
so it's actually kind of important that I do this prologue in a particular way, because I do need to get things that we call prologue rewards. As long as I get into this fight with 41 hearts, I will get one of the items, and wow, what a jerk. He jumped right as I killed him. And then the other thing is to get all my hearts down to 0. So that gives me 2 prologue rewards that I need in order to complete this particular preset. Now, this is a oddball preset. It's called the glitch preset, glitch remastered, I believe. So this has a whole bunch of things that you wouldn't see in any other randomizer presets. You can just hear there you go. That doesn't always happen.
The axe armor.
That's funny. So the first thing you're gonna notice here is that we start with library card and a fire boomerang. I actually have unlimited of both of those items. So and that's going to be necessary to pull off this first thing, which oh boy. So the first thing I'm going to do, it's a big toss. It's going to start pretty soon. I have to set it up first. So what I'm going to do is just knock these guys off right here. You notice the screen doesn't freeze when I level up. That is a quality of life thing that is in the randomizer now. And I'm going to get poisoned by this guy, and it's really important for me to take off my cloth cape. You know what? Sure, I'll take the part off.
Yeah, so the amount that you get tossed in this game has to do with your defense value at the time when you get hit, and there's some wonky stuff as far as the direction that can seem a little random. It is not random in this case. This is a very particular trick.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to put the Varda back on. I was only gonna try this once. It's really hard to pull this off multiple times. Let's see if I can just escape. All right, good.
Nice axe armor escape there. Love that.
Yep. So I only had tried it once. So what I was gonna attempt, it's not in logic, but I had to try it at least once. You can do a big toss there. I meant to save, do a save state, and I just forgot. But yeah, you can big toss yourself into this room above. It didn't work out. This is what happens in marathons. We'll just keep moving.
No problem. So that's just one check, correct? If you get that big toss, it's just the fairy card check there.
And it's considered an out-of-logic check. I
Okay.
could actually come back later and get it, so that's not a big problem.
Gotcha.
The bigger problem is, I think am I still poisoned? That's really the bigger problem, but it's fine. I have a Ring of Varda, so that's nice
Poison is
protection.
quite mean in Symphony of the Night. It may seem a little kinder if you first play it casually because it doesn't deplete your health, but it gives you a lot of debuffs. It's a pretty nasty status effect in this game, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, you lose strength and you can get hit for a lot of damage, which will possibly come into play later on. We'll see. So the next thing I'm going to do, barring some kind of amazing discovery, is I'm going to do something called the Zero Relic to Keep. I guess that's what it's called. Zero Relic Keep. Yeah. And so the two tricks that I'm showing now, they're not considered glitches. You can actually do this in a race in any other preset, and it would not be considered like illegal or grounds for being banned. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No Relic Keep is illegal for me because I hate the damage boost, so it's illegal just for me personally. But other than that, legal in a race.
Yeah.
But this is a trick that I have successfully performed myself before, which will probably be the only time that happens in this run. So.
Oh, that's an interesting pickup. All right, I'll grab the Spike Breaker, only because I don't have really armor right now.
Yeah, Spike Breaker's nice. There's a couple things like that in Soten where normally in a Metroidvania you would get a specific type of power-up. In this game, they're relics. And Soten, some equipment items are also relics, like the Spike Breaker. And it also helps you defense as well, so it's a nice early pickup in any rando.
All right, so we're about to do this Zero Relic Keep here. Super fun. I love doing it. It provides kind of a different sort of routing, not just but the fact you can start at the library. Very nice for getting kind of these high density checks here. So
yeah,
right.
Yep.
So there we go. I basically have to stand in a particular spot here. That is perfect, and then I do a jump, and the bridge doesn't break. What do we got here? Ooh, God, I might have to come back for Merman. All right, and do the same thing here. I just eyeballed it. And this is where I should probably steal some souls if I can. How much MP do I have? Okay, I got enough. If I can just, do it.
Yeah, Soul Steal is
there we go.
a little finicky sometimes.
Yeah.
This next room coming up, or not this room, this next jump coming up, you're looking for a specific blue Medusa head to come from the right side of the screen at the top. So there's basically 4 options: left, right, down, bottom, and you don't want a gold one. That's the exact Medusa head you're looking for, and he will damage boost you up there. So you don't need Leap Stone or anything like that to get up there.
Yep.
Which is why we call it Zero Relic Keep. Zero Relic Keep.
Yep, and so this next part is all kind of par for the course. Open and doing this puzzle, which we all remember and love from playing this as kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's worth pointing out is that this is a preset where you are doing equipment checks for possible relics and things that you need to get into go mode, which is not... Most presets aren't like that. There are several that are, but in this one you do have to check some equipment locations as well as the relic locations.
Yep, and we also have, I guess the technical term is, Garnet. Garnet's going to come in handy later for reasons that if you only know one glitch in this game, it's the shop glitch, so that's why I'm very happy to get a sellable ring. So it's technically tourist locations in this. It's mostly equipment, but some checks were added, like this one, which normally don't have any equipment in there. But the guy who made this preset absolutely loves putting things in these locations. Entities. There's usually a flying sword guy. I forget his name. If there's nope, he's here. So that means there's nothing to pick up here. If there's something to pick up, that enemy is replaced with a relic or item that I can pick up, but not the case.
Yeah, because modifying Soten is so easy and it makes so much sense that you have to take enemies out of the game to add an item.
Yeah.
Totally easy to understand. So.
Yep. I don't get it. I just play the games. I don't have
Yeah, I just play the randomizer. You know, I just enjoy the fruits of others' labor.
I'm just going to cut in here for a sec, gents. We got a donation to read off, and then I'm going to hand off hosting since I'm staying past my shift to Maddie, who's joined in the room right now, and who's going to be racing LADX later on. But Dark Moon has put his $60 donation in, says, let's get some stuff accomplished. So he is going to finish off the Marin date. He's going to finish the Black Mage exclusions for the relay race tomorrow night for FFR, and add more to the White Mage inclusion, because I know that's Danny and Fizzle's just favorite incentives. And with that, I am going to step out, and I'm going to hand over to Maddie. Over to you, Maddie.
Hey, I'm not actually racing the LADX later as much as I would love to, but I will be here for assisting with donations. Let's see more of this Castlevania Symphony of the Night from Doozy. I heard you're our firefighter?
Sure. I don't know about stopping fires, but I do have a fire boomerang, so I'm good at causing fires. But I did want to say I think it's great that you guys are, raising money for children who are victims of fires. That is just very awesome. So cool that that's happening. But that's also great that we got a $60 donation. Yay! Let's keep going, guys.
Yeah, great, wonderful. Good to hear. Great cause. So glad to be here, hanging out. Yeah. So here we're just doing some checks. As you do in the randomizer.
Yep.
There's a couple of very specific items you need in glitch item relic combos. There's a few things that can put you into go mode really quickly, or it can take a while due to the amount of checks you have to do. It is a randomizer after all. But I am not an expert on glitch by any means, but I do play a lot of this randomizer, so hopefully I can offer a little bit of insight if Doozy is distracted doing a trick or something like that.
I actually know a little bit about it as well.
Oh, wonderful. That's only going to be helpful.
Yeah, so I will point out, usually what you need to complete Symphony of the Night, to complete the full game, is you need holy glasses to get into the second castle, spoiler alert, and then you also need 5 pieces of Vlad, I'm talking in the vanilla game, from the second castle in order to unlock the final bosses. Well, sorry, those aren't in here. I mean, you might see the holy glasses, but they might show up in Castle 2. So they're not like the most helpful thing. Same thing with the Jewel of Open. Who knows where you'll find it? So most importantly, you will need an alternate way to get into all of these places. Caverns possibly, second castle possibly, and absolutely we're gonna need to glitch our way into Dracula and Shaft. So yeah, it'll be interesting, especially towards the end.
Yeah, that's where you'll see a lot of the. I hope you like screen transitions. If you're a fan of screen transitions, they will be here.
Yeah, this is the preset for you.
Yeah.
All right. So one advantage of having unlimited fire boomerangs. Normally you need to use a duplicator, but in this preset you just get them without it, which means you don't get the stat, whatever the debuffs. Is that the word? You don't get any of the duplicator stat debuffs. It's just you got a really strong fire boomerang and you can keep your defense and luck and all that the way it is.
Right.
So this is always a fun time for donations. The slow crawl to the elevator.
Yeah. This is one of the slower checks as far as equipment.
Well, I mean, there's not any donations in immediately, but I can take a moment to talk about the Born Children's Fund a bit for my first time this marathon.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, wonderful.
The Burn Children's Fund, previously the MUSC Burn Children's Fund, but it is now fully the South Carolina Firefighters Burn Children's Fund, in that they are extending their reach out to other areas and such. I haven't had a lot of time to research all of it specifically, so my apologies. This was a last-minute addition to things. But yeah, they have done excellent work including their Camp Can Do and such. Every $50 or so we can get through. I do know it helps send at least one kid to camp, and I do love sending many children to camp. And they do a lot of additional assistance in just being firefighters, and that we get assistance with things like fire learning and things like that, of which I think I've mentioned in the past when we've worked with this organization that my parents did not take very good fire safety while I was growing up, so it's a very good thing to have for just new parents and different things like that. So that we can assist with that is a very good thing that I very much appreciate, and yeah, we'll look forward to hitting new records.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, that all sounds really great. Just got a nice Sword of Dawn there.
I completely forgot. Sword of Dawn is not a thrust sword, and that's kind of what I'm looking for now, is sort of a way into Coliseum, which is usually how these things go. So if there's nothing here at Spirit Orb, I do have one more trick up my sleeve, which is I can do Shop Glitch, and that'll be the first glitch of the run here. That's a very nice Morn blade. I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, you'd love to have that.
Yeah.
The thrust sword in this game has a special move. If that particular sword has a thrust attack, it will put you in a dive kick state, much like any of the transformations, which will let you dive kick off of things like candles and get to places that the game maybe doesn't expect you to, sequence break and things like that. So
here we go.
Have you power enough?
Have you? Oh, we didn't let him ask his question. So this is the shop glitch. And the way it's, and see, I'm going to equip this, which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to equip things, and that's going to underflow the count of garnets. And now I have 255. So I'm just going to buy as many, sell as many rings as I want, up to 255. This should be enough to get whatever is the shop item, which is a toadstool. That's our ticket to Coliseum right there, believe it or not. So
excited with that trick, yeah.
Yep, it's real easy to do, and so kind of the machinations behind. Ooh, Covenant Stone's not a horrible thing to. You know what? I'm gonna sell some more and talk some more about how this works. So, basically, the reason why you can't get into the menu in the first place is because the dialogue starts up by the shop guy, and then you're kind of out of luck as far as being able to hit the menu. However, you cannot hit the menu if one of your familiars talks, and if he's talking when you walk into this room, then the flag to turn off the menu turns off again, and so you can, the flag to turn it on all of a sudden is there. Sorry if this is too weird of an explanation, but basically you're canceling a bunch of things out, and therefore you can access the menu and do this underflow glitch, which is just absolutely so fun to do. Let's get some potions because I don't trust myself. Some attack potions. You know what? We got look at all these monster vials and look at all these powers of Sire. We'll try to do some vial stacks later. And I think we're good as long as we find a duplicator somewhere. All right.
Yeah. The enemies in this castle do not like when you show them a picture of your dad. They get really upset about it. So
yeah,
might see some of that.
And just like with the library card and the fire boomerang, I do have unlimited toadstools, but this will show off the next trick that tends to only pop up in this particular preset. Toadstools are in logic. They are an in-logic item. So it'll be required for me to get into Coliseum, and it'll all make sense in a second. There's a bunch of different ways you can get into the Coliseum out of logic without double jump, which is how the game wants you to do it. You can do it by turning into a wolf. You can do it by turning into mist, or you can do it this way by basically hurting yourself, poisoning yourself. It's always good when masochism leads to great results. What's the best way to get in there? I guess I can only go this way.
Yeah, it's once you realize that that so many things in this game give you a dive kick, even without Leapstone. It really does open it up as far as routing potential and stuff, so makes the game a lot more fun. I've been playing this game since about 1998 because I'm old, and I didn't know about any of that stuff until like 4 years ago. So it contains multitudes.
Well, same here. I started playing this in '98, right around the time the game came out. I didn't own it until like I don't know, 2002 maybe. Okay, so this is where I need to set this up a little bit because, well, the sword card's not helping. I need these guys alive. So what I want to do is get knocked to the left by a projectile. So this is going to set up the toadstool skip. Because I need to be, the toadstool needs to knock me to the left. So one way to guarantee that is to get knocked by a skeleton and make sure none of these guys hit me. And hopefully this will work out. Let's just test this out real quick to see if the toadstool will knock me to the left. Nope, it's knocking me to the right. All right. Sometimes this this thing has a mind of its own, so
yeah, the toss and big toss in this game, there is a science to it, but it does tend to do it at once every once in a while.
Yeah, and this is something that was pointed out to me by Eldritch. It's he's the guy who created this preset along with Mott and Durdrak. Sometimes it just doesn't do what you want it to do, so let's see if that brings me to the right. Oh, brother.
Well, it's a marathon.
There
so.
we go. We got it.
Nice.
Yeah. It's almost like a 50-50 shot if that works. My fault for not testing it and having hubris. All right, so then this should work just fine. Whoops. Nope, I got knocked to the right again. What happened? All right, well, let's see if the Fleaman can do it. Okay, that seems like that worked. Nope, it's knocking me to the right again. Weird.
Yeah, the inner machinations of Soden are truly a mystery still to this day.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So.
All right. So I'm just trying this over. Now it's knocking me to the right, going this way. I think what I might do is, let's see, is it knocking me to the right now? But if I get knocked to the left, yeah, it's still knocking me to the right. Luckily, there is a save joint right here, so I might as well do a save split and try doing this again after I reset and see if that fixes it. This is definitely a real finicky trick, so we'll do our first save here, split, and then I'm going to curse Drac for making me do this, knowing full well that the toadstool jump is a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, that's rough for an in-logic trick.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you don't even need to set it up, like you can just immediately get knocked to the left, but hey, we get to see Safe Kids again. So good thing here is hi, sing you. All right, so I still have the toadstool here. It's hitting me to the right. So this guy, he throws projectiles, which is good. All right, so let's test this out. Nope. Nope. Alright, so that's still getting me to the left. Weird. Well, you know what? It was getting me to the right and somehow I got knocked to the left before, so
Maybe it's opposite. Yeah, maybe it has to Also, it's just, I think this is just how speedrun marathons
go.
go.
Somehow that worked, so okay.
Nice, now we're
I
up
don't
here.
ask questions, I just do things. All right, so there
Easy
you go. There's
money.
the toadstool jump. You basically have to hit the toadstool right there at the apex of your jump, and that's what happens. So now we're at Coliseum. This would be out of logic in any other preset, but here this is perfectly in logic. So we're now kind of delving into the next layer of complexity here in the seed. Oh my gosh.
What is the minimum complexity on Glitch Remastered?
I believe it's 6, which just means like there's 6 steps to getting to sort of the final part of the game.
Right.
Anti-Venom's an interesting one for whatever reason. We can get unlimited anti-venoms, which could be helpful if, well, I was going to say if we go into the basement early, but then again, we have Spike Breakers, so it doesn't matter. Oh, having Varda's nice. These guys just go down really quickly.
Those use items like potions, anti-venoms, uncurses give you iframes, so you can kind of cheese your way through certain spiky sections and stuff like that with those.
Yep. So I'm unlocking this warp. So one thing that's great about this particular preset and having so many locations is you do get to explore a little more of the Colosseum and the chapel than you normally would in some other presets, some of the more popular ones. So we'll be going all throughout the Colosseum here looking for goodies.
Yeah, we'll get to see the coveted Blood Cloak location. That's always fun.
And it's never anything.
Hey, it was some euros.
There were some sweet euros there.
Yeah. That's actually the most important item in the glitch preset. Unfortunately, that's not true.
No, it's the corn dog. That's
the oddly named Frankenfurter. That is definitely just a carnival corn dog.
Yep. Even the description makes it seem like it's a corn dog.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have to fight Minotaur and Werewolf because there's no item that they are protecting, so forget that. We'll go here. If you were a fan of owls, I'm sorry, but they have to go.
Yeah, this guy gets really sad about his owl for a while, so it gives you a little bit of time.
Yeah, him ducking down makes it real easy to get around him. Makes things go a little bit faster. All right, here is our last... Well, second to last check we can do here.
And this is a location you would see. Nice, and we got Mist. Mist is always good to see. That opens up a couple of locations for us in the first castle. You love to see Mist and basically any randomizer.
So in that case, I might try... I'm only going to... should I try this? This might be stupid. No, because I can't. I don't have enough. I don't have enough MP to do a Mist Rise into the last check here at Coliseum. So we'll save it for later. We'll save it for later. Hopefully, we don't need to go back. But what is useful here is it does get us through Chapel, and I think we can do pretty much everything we need to. Ooh, it's always good to get it. Well, what am I talking about? I have God's Garb. We're fine.
Yeah, Fury Blade is nice. God's Garb is very nice.
Yep. So that's what Mist gets us is this check here, among other things. But that's a pretty useful thing. We can at the very least check what is here, and see what we need. And if it is something we need, there may be a chance we can get to it with just Mist alone. You see, all this stuff seems just out of reach. Mist does fix that. Don't need it. Oh, this is good. All right, so we don't have to come back here. That's always a plus.
Nice.
Moonrod. Ah!
Yeah.
Spike scared me.
Oh man, the spike ball actually came for you. That was some vanilla casual playthrough spike ball action. That thing used to give me fits when I was a kid.
Oh man. Well, that's one way to see me get big tossed.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually am secretly a big fan of the Moonrod because I think it's very satisfying and it has a good sound effect. But it's not a very good weapon, so... All
right, I need to go confess. Oh, no, I don't. That's actually another check that's been added to this preset along with a couple other select presets. The Confession now has an item that you can pick up. There is access. Now, the Old Rocks is kind of blocked down here. I can actually glitch my way in there, but I still am missing kind of the required items to do that. So, moving right along. There is one check here at the top of the tower.
I like that Eldritch, especially when creating presets, seems to have an affinity for the interesting rooms in the game, whether they have items in them or not. So that is always nice to see in those kind of expanded item presets.
Yep, and then there's just one other one that's pretty interesting that got added, which is the telescope in the outer wall can sometimes be an item instead of a telescope. So.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So I haven't checked it yet. That will be checked actually pretty soon, since I think I can. Well, I don't know. I can't quite skip a Doppel yet. Soon though. All right, and then I have to pick this up. This starts the cutscene here.
Yeah, so if you have fought Minotaur and Werewolf, Maria does not show up there. And if you haven't, she does, and you got to pick up the life max up to get her to go away. So.
Yep. And nothing. Sure, 2 Covenant Stones. Why not?
Yeah, 3 Covenant Stones.
All right, so I don't have to go back here. So I think I'm gonna warp back to library. But what's exciting is now we can do pretty much all of library. There's a couple of checks. There's one check that is only accessible using Mist. But let's be honest, all these checks exist right now because I have Mist. So you'll see I'll do a little Mist jump here. Jump off these guys. Ta-da!
Yep, and that's that dive kick state we were talking about. It's really, really useful. Any transformation will give you that.
McNair, remind me I have to pick up fairy card too.
Okay, gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah, don't let me leave library without it. But I will library card out from Soul of That, just so you know, so don't be too shocked that that's what I'm doing. Just when I library card, remind me. Okay, so this, I think it's easier just to do it this way. Nope, I'm stupid. Why did that not work? I think I can go left here. Oh, no, that's even harder. All right. I made a horrible, horrible mistake. I gotta use 3 mists, but I gotta refill my mana one more time.
Yeah, Mist is very mana hungry, especially when you're trying to Mistrise.
Yeah.
You can get in a little bit of mana trouble with it.
Yep.
And it's a pretty difficult technique in general, Mistrising, for me. So it's pretty impressive to watch.
All the way up, and then to the left, and that should be it. Good. All right, we're great.
Nice, very nice.
All right, and then I don't have to mist my way up. There is a very convenient, there it is, stair that gets me up here. No problems. Just have to deal with one little man. Okay, so
And
wow, some people like me don't know how to jump off ledges.
there's just a bookcase in this room, and it doesn't do anything, and there's definitely nothing hiding behind it. It's totally inconspicuous.
Yep,
Don't pay
I'm just
attention
here
to
to
the
check
fact
this
that
one
it's
item.
3D.
It's a leather hat. I should get out of here. What?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh. Well, now my farts smell really bad.
Yeah, that's the infamous gas cloud. Can be actually pretty useful.
All right, so hopefully I got fire boomerang, I got high strength. These guys should be down in just a few hits. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, poor lesser demon. He doesn't even get a boss replacement in the second castle. Poor fella.
And that diamond, I'm sure, was the in-logic way to collect whatever it was. Ah, okay, perfect. So, all right, so I am got to check fairy card after this. Thank you,
Nice.
Reminder McNair.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I had my finger on the button.
Yeah. So I love Wolf. Wolf gives you fast movement, but also you can jump really high off of stairs. That could be very necessary in this particular seed. So, wow. I've never seen that happen before. All right, well, we'll do this the boring, well, not the boring way. I like doing it this way.
Yeah, and this is the Mist Wolf Rise, you can see when he's hitting it perfectly, he's not losing any mana there. So if you do that with perfect rhythm, you do not lose mana. But it is really, really tough. It's a really tough trick. So him doing it pretty easily is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I just made I don't know. This is why I'm a little worried about my 90% run, because book jump is a big factor in it, and I might maybe get it 65% of the time. So, all right. So there's a more foolproof plan. I just didn't do it. You missed Rise and then, or you missed Wolf and then you do one missed Rise, and that usually gets you in the right position. Nope. Gas Cloud makes that impossible. All right.
Yeah, this is a situation where actually having a relic is a little bit of a detriment, because the Gas Cloud is doing damage to the book that you're trying to kick off of. So that's kind of what's happening there.
Well, welcome to the world of this preset. So you'll work really hard for something that ends up being nothing. That's how it is. But I full cleared library. I don't have to come back here anymore, except to just quickly warp places. So with this layout, there's some out-of-logic things I can do. There was Merman statue that I need to pick up, so that's now within reach. But I think the first thing I'm going to actually do with all of this is full clear outer wall. There's 2 checks that I missed. So we'll just kind of go down. Let's take the elevator.
Yeah, I like using the elevator. I have heard from other runners that it's quicker to just dash down, but I still use the elevator. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Did I check? Oh, that's Monster Vial too. That's nice. So yeah, normally there's like a little elevator you have to go down, but we can just pass with Mist. Fine. And there is Leaf Stone.
Super nice.
I could have gotten this at the very beginning. I chose not to. I showed off Toadstool instead. What are you going to do? So you can see nothing here. It's just a telescope, so keep moving. Having double jump at this point is really helpful. If I come across a second fire boomerang, there is a very cool glitch I can show off. But if I get shield rod, there's another cool glitch I can show off. But with my current setup, I can't really do much of anything, so move it on.
Yeah, and just to emphasize again, that trick is a lot harder than it looks. So that is pretty impressive.
This wolfing through screen transitions is the absolute hardest. And that's where it gets really tough. So this is good. Getting double jump actually means I can pretty much full clear clock tower as well. So all good things.
Yeah, and we saw Merman back here, so that will be good to have.
Forgot, I gotta refill my mana.
There are a couple of relics in this game that are essentially keys, like Jewel of Open and Merman Statue, which just opens up the 1 check, causes the ferryman to spawn in his second location in the vanilla game. So that is good to have. It's usually kind of high complexity in a lot of presets, so you like to see Merman Statue. And
I'm gonna go down here just to check these items.
Basically anything you can have in a Soten randomizer that lets you check more of an area the first time you go there is obviously going to be optimal, which is, I'm sure, true for a lot of randomizers.
Yep. So this is another little trick that I like to show off. It's basically you're kind of hugging the ceiling with this whole setup, and I'm just going to be basically hopping. There we go. So for whatever reason, when you untransform at the top of the ceiling, it resets your air state. So you can basically pull off a double jump and travel over the ceiling like this. It's really nice, and this is actually going to allow me to get to a couple checks in other parts of the castle here. One downside is it's a very slow, laborious process, but yeah, this can be done in the vanilla game. And this can also be done in pretty much any other preset, and it's totally legal to do in a race. In fact, it's the way a lot of people prefer getting to Succubus out of logic.
Yeah, and you see, I mean, just as the randomizer grows and the community grows, you see a lot more people doing crazy stuff like this in races. I think it adds a lot of texture to the racing and the randomizer that stuff like this is allowed. And I think the lines between what's allowed and what's not are pretty well drawn in the Soten community. Like stuff like this, I think is just player skill, and there's no clipping or anything. Which, by the way, you'll never see in this glitch run either. There will be no clipping or screen transitioning at all. So
no, it's never gonna happen. I have my doubts. I feel like I should be finding a lot more stuff, but it's okay. I did tell. Oops! Oh my god. For a second, I thought I had lost that completely. All right, we're good, and it's nothing.
Well, if it takes a long time to do a check with a hard trick, it's 100% of the time not anything. But the problem is, if you didn't check it, it would have been something really important. So that's the paradox of the randomizer, unfortunately.
Yep. So I believe those are the only 2 checks I had left to do in Clock Tower. So I'm just gonna warp straight to Keep and do what's left here. I'm going to show off the Flea Rider ladder, and this might take me a couple tries because I'm not good at it, but it's always fun to pull this off. And if not, I can always use Gas Cloud just to murder them and miss Wolf up here. But let's see if I can do this the double jump way.
Yeah, this is a very stylish trick that I've only ever done on accident. Honestly, if I'm trying to do it, I can't. But this is another one of those tricks that is just a lot harder than it looks.
Okay. There we go. Ah, these guys.
Yeah, the guy from off screen.
Alright. If I kill too many of them, I'm going to have to just mistries up there. Alright, well, we got to do it this way.
But yeah, the really neat thing is all the stuff is possible. I mean, you could turn on your PlayStation 1 and do all this stuff, all these tricks that don't involve infinite fire boomerangs, of course.
Yeah.
But
that was made
as far
special,
as...
but if you have a duplicator, you can pretty much do everything I'm doing here.
Exactly, yeah. Which is what I think is really, really neat about this stuff is none of this is randomizer specific or emulator specific. This is all doable on original hardware.
Alright, so let's see if I can pull screen transitions. Not my friend, but I think I'm fine.
Nice.
And this is so sad. We gotta light these lions up.
Yeah, this always feels bad if you don't have gravity or anything like that.
Yeah. So I don't have any way into caverns. I can warp back to entrance. I'm just trying to... I think it's a good place to split. Let me think. So I'm trying to think of how many checks I can do over there. I'm actually going to turn Rando tools on. Pardon me, everybody. And then we'll close that. Oh, it doesn't do anything. All right, never mind. So I am going to go into... I'm actually going to use Wolf to access this area here. And then I got to use a little bit of this to get through.
Nice.
And there's some checks here to do.
Yeah, Dracula keeps a lot of stuff in his attic. He's got a little bit of a hoarding problem, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we're just here to help. Alucard Marie Kondo over here. Okay, so Monster Vial 1. Alright, let's see if I got enough clearance to do this here. If I run out of MP, I can't pull this off. Yeah. Alright, is what it is. Think there really wasn't anything there, but let's try this one more time. You know what? I lost too much. Alright, we're gonna warp back to entrance. Hi.
Yeah, and there is a...
Sorry.
Definitely.
I didn't mean to keep that cursor on the screen for that long. My apologies. That is the unofficial mascot of this stream.
Yeah, it's the secret familiar. in Soden.
Yeah. All right, so I can't. Still trying to like kind of keep track of what I cannot do here. I'm gonna make a second save here because I'm just gonna do one check down here and warp all the way back. It's just faster that way.
Right.
If it's nothing, I think I'm gonna try checking entrance because I'm a crazy person and I don't love myself.
Yeah, I always feel bad checking entrance, but I also feel bad skipping it. So it is a little bit of a catch-22.
Yeah, it's also just really slow to do with what I have on right now.
Yeah, in your situation especially, yeah.
First things first, we're gonna go up here.
This is another one of those cool locations that you don't see in most of the block presets.
And it is one that usually I think requires advance or flight, but you can also just as easily just bonk off heads of one of those bats, and here you are.
Yep.
And it's nothing.
It is the sword named Graham, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
So
that is the complete description of that weapon.
Yeah, it's called Graham, and you look at the description, and you're like, man, I wonder if there's any interesting facts about this sword. And it just says the sword named Graham. So that's all you need to know.
Just short to the point.
Yeah, it's I think Miyazaki from FromSoft was really inspired by that item description for his storytelling.
I think so. All right, so this actually, it's not the hardest thing in the world to do, to pull off here. Just have to get up here. There we go. And for whatever reason, when you're close to... Okay, perfect. Yeah, this isn't too bad.
Nice.
And then I get to see what this is. Let's all get disappointed together. It is a big old nothing burger. So we're gonna go back. This is faster than trying to just go back with Alucard. Easier just to go back to the save. And it's a little bit faster.
Yeah, you see that a lot. In really any preset, there are certain checks that you basically always save split because it's really always going to be quicker to reload than to manually move back to your original location.
All right, back to entrance, but now we can catch up and do the last couple checks that I missed because now I have the way. Speaking of missed, because now I have a way to do it. So go up here. Whoops. I don't know why it didn't turn into mist. There we go. Oops.
And this is another one of those pesky screen transitions.
Yep.
Of course, we got a turkey mode on, as is standard, so we get to see all the turkey vets.
You also have disappointment mode turned on because I'm finding nothing.
We're just, we are just making sure this seed lasts as long as possible so that we can get the maximum amount of donations for this wonderful cause.
Well, what's a Metroidvania without some backtracking, though? Am I right?
Yeah, 100%. We're just, we're having the true experience.
Alright, so let's see if I can bounce off this guy. Very good. So I don't have to go all the way around.
You don't have to go all the way around, and also it's just a lot cooler than going all the way around, so that's the real benefit.
Alright, so same trick again that you saw before. Oops. Except I wasn't high enough on the ceiling. There we go.
Yeah, this one's a little shorter than the one in Clock Tower. But yeah, just bonking off that ceiling and transforming to get over here.
Yep, so this is all in logic. You're meant to do all of this. But I think after this, I don't think I have anything left I can really check in first castle, and then I gotta go off to second castle with this horrible, horrible setup.
Yeah, by the way, all the stuff he's saying is in logic. These tricks, if I did any of these one time while playing the randomizer, I would be extremely proud of myself. So just to reiterate, all this stuff is pretty difficult to do. I play Soden as if it were my job, and I can't do this stuff consistently at all. So this stuff is really impressive.
Now I'm thinking I might try going to... Because actually, there's still some things I can check. Here, let me get some mana back.
Yeah, I wasn't clear in Glitch if there was a cheesy shift line way to get into caverns, or if you actually do just need Jewel.
I don't think I have everything I need to get into caverns. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'm just gonna go back to the entrance warp and I'm gonna check out a couple things. By the way, I never go back this way. This is the weirdest backtracking I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, sometimes weird seed takes you in weird directions. That's why we call this place over to the right of us the Forbidden Route, because you never see it. There's a couple of locations like that in this game.
And I hate going and using the Forbidden Route.
It's got great wallpaper, though, so, you know.
True. It gives off some, like, Rondo of Blood vibes, the Forbidden Route.
Yeah, 100%.
So where are we now? Okay. This is the fun part, trying to figure out where else I can go and knowing what exactly I've done. So I've done all of... Okay. All right, so I have this save here. I got to remind myself, I have not really found anything useful since I made that since I made that save at Keep. So there's always a chance I'll just warp my way back to Keep. There's Olrox up there. I will be going there in a second, but I did want to check all this stuff first.
So to be clear, with your current setup with Wolf, you could get into this. You could do Richter Skip right now, correct?
Yep. So it sounds like the seed wants me to get the second castle to pick up sort of flight and everything else I need. I just want to exhaust my options. There's also a chance that this will send me right back to first castle to go through caverns. But I try to be as thorough as possible in first castle before I move on and do that. This is always stupid because wow, I'm running out of too much MP.
Yeah, this is one of the longer vertical shafts in the game outside of the caverns. So
let me just see if I picked up Mana Prism. Nope. Yeah, because this is okay. So there's two things that are kind of out of my way right now. All right, I'll try this, but if I run out of MP, I'm gonna go back to my split at Keep and go to second castle. Because the two things I have left to do, which I can't pull off right now, are Olrox and that Gravity Boots, because it requires a lot of MP. So moving on to the second castle.
Yeah, and this is one of the cooler tricks here, so I will just let him show it off. But this is very, very neat.
All right, so if you've seen any percent, you kind of... Oops, get the fuck back. Sorry, didn't mean to swear. Sorry. Get the hootie hoo back up there.
I was gonna say,
I ran out of MP, so
$5 as a donation afterwards, as a
darn it.
recompense. We're gonna ask for it.
Right. I'll put some money in.
Mea culpa. Yes. Soten brings that out in me as well, but only while I'm playing. So
I can't talk and play at the same time. What can I say? So we'll get a little more extra airs, so that doesn't happen again. And one more. Okay, we're fine. Okay, so if you're familiar with any percent, you kind of know how this trick goes. You knock that brick off, and then you do a quick double tap here and jump, and then you're supposed to kind of get over the flag, which locks the screen, and that causes you to do some crazy stuff. So here we go. There we go. And you can see the whole screen just kind of moves up and down with me. That's not supposed to happen. And now I can just skip Richter. The fight never happened.
Right,
fact, Shaft was never controlling him. He just got too tired to get to second castle. So let's let Rick rest. You know,
he's tuckered out, and he didn't find any of those corn dogs, which I've heard give you energy. So,
I guess Maria just didn't hear him snoring up there. So that's okay. We did the work for her.
Yeah, so the reverse attic, which I guess is just a
Hey!
basement in real life. Shield rod,
so
nice.
Shield Rod is here. I'll be honest with you guys. I hate having to go through for the second castle with just what I have now. So I'm actually going to library card so I can go to caverns. And this is where the actual glitching starts. All that other stuff, fun tricks. I mean, yes, Rector Skip is a glitch. I should mention, and Shop Glitch is a glitch. But this is the glitch, the reverse shift line, which you can only pull off with a Shield Rod and Leapstone. You can also pull it off if you have, if you level up, or if you have a Heart Refresh, which hopefully shows up at some point in this preset. In this
yeah, the
seed.
Heart Refresh. I mean, it doesn't map on exactly, but from what I've seen of glitch, it seems to be almost kind of the final Vlad sort of esque item of the glitch preset. It is sort of the thing you want the most.
And
as far as
you know
finishing
what?
the game.
Let's have some fun. People like seeing fun, so let's do the old trick here.
Oh yeah, classic.
And then I'm gonna equip 2 shields because that's the meta. It's the meta, baby.
Yeah, so if you equip 2 shields after that, if you shield dash with your Alucard shield active, that's using mana every time you do your shield dash. If you equip a second shield, you don't have to use your mana for that, so you can just use the Alucard shield for attacking, which is what people tend to do when they get it in braces and randomizers and stuff.
You guys should all go down with just a couple hits.
Yeah, I've never been real clear. It's been almost 30 years now, and I've never been super clear on if the Alucard shield spell was genuinely just like a debug thing that they accidentally left in the game, or if it's on purpose. Even like the amount of damage it does like 255, I think, which is like an overflow number. So it is a very silly thing in this video game.
So I just did that for a second. I didn't really want to use that forever. Where is my Herald Shield? Okay. So here's the trick. I need the Shield Rod for this very thing. As you can notice, I could not get in using what I had. I don't have the Jewel of Open, which opens that door. So we're gonna try something else. An alternative method of getting through there. But I just got to do this just right. That looks good. Yep.
Nice.
And now we can get this, which opens up caverns. Problem is, we're soft locked, so that's why we need to put the library card back on. Let's put back on Alucard Shield and Shield Rod.
Yeah, so that gets you downstairs. Downstairs, no matter what preset you're playing, there are a ton of checks. Usually you would get there, like you said, with the Jewel of Open, but that just opens up a whole lot of checks for you. So in a seed, even if I was playing a non-glitch seed, there's a chance I would come back if it wanted me to go to second castle early as soon as I got Jewel. So
helps to actually
it is.
Off there we go. Whoops. There we go.
Uh-oh, he's winding up. He was ready for you.
Well, too bad I can input from menus.
Didn't last long.
So so yeah, that's a fun trick to do. The only issue with it is you do have to go all the way back to the library and then go back to the caverns, but whatever. Like I said, I mentioned it before, Metroidvania is all about backtracking. If you didn't like it, you can go play Super Mario Brothers. Run to the right.
And yeah, and as far as backtracking, the area you will see the most for sure, and basically any Soden gameplay is going to be the library, because that's the only place that you can warp directly to with an item, so not uncommon to see a lot of library in one of these.
Yep, and so you'll be seeing me do a reverse shift line a few times. This also will get me into the Silver Ring location, which will be the last thing I check in this castle before I'll go off to Castle 2. Did I somehow lose? No? Okay. Just a real finicky hitbox.
Weird hitbox issue. And maybe Doozy was going to mention this, I don't know. But yeah, some of the shift line stuff is, we were joking about it earlier, but it is kind of an eyesore a little bit as far as flashing lights and screen transitions. So if you're sensitive at all to that stuff, some of that might be an issue. I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, well, this seed was vetted so that there wouldn't be a whole lot of screen flashing, but if there does come a moment where it does happen, I'll let you know.
I figured you would mention it, but and I'm assuming there's a check behind this breakable wall over here in this preset. That seems like something Eldritch would like to do.
This is, I believe, an equipment check, so it's
right.
I'll pick it up. Echo doesn't really do anything for me unless I have a soul bat, but if I pick up soul bat, I'm in go mode, so I don't think I'll be fighting that for just a little bit longer. Here we go. This is yet another opportunity to do the ceiling trick. Alright, I'm just going to do it with Mist, because why not? Get all your MP back at the end of this fight anyway.
Yeah, Mist does give you a little more distance than using Wolf, so you have like a little bit more leeway on stuff like that.
What do we got here?
This is the Soul Steel room.
Nothing. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Probably a duplicator. Duplicator would be nice, but I also do have a pretty dope Alucard shield.
So with the fire boomerangs being infinite, did they also make the heart refreshes infinite without duplicator as well?
Yes, so they're infinite heart refreshes, which just makes those tricks that much easier to pull off.
Okay, cool. Didn't see a lot of succubus there, but that's the way the Alucard shield goes.
Yep. Well, it's fine. We don't like her song anyway, even though that song can appear just about anywhere in the castle.
Yeah, the randomized music really loves that track for some reason. So.
Yep. But the good news is you probably will only hear this song, Final Toccata, in just this one area. So, unlike in the vanilla game where you hear it in like half of Castle 2.
Yeah, that is the only problem with the wonderful soundtrack of this game is that this particular track takes about 45 minutes to build up to being an actual song, and is in about the entire second castle. So.
All right, so I'm going to equip the fairy card because that's just death insurance. So this preset also starts you off with 10 life apples. And this was done kind of because there's a unofficial trick that you can pull off, which is, I can't pull it off. But you can basically do a triple jump by just doing harm to yourself. But I'm not going to be doing that today.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that has to do with her reviving you at some point in the air. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you do a double jump, you die in midair. She brings you back to life, and you can do one more jump. I'm not able to pull that off. I think there's only one person in the world who can pull it off. His name is Paolo. He's found most of the tricks that you're seeing here. Power Wolf is actually a decent pickup and maybe needed to get into Olrox, so to some of the checks in Olrox, I should say, so it's worth keeping.
Yeah, Power Wolf is great. There are, even in non-glitch presets, there are a lot of great uses for Power Wolf. There's a lot of rooms where it can be really, really fast compared to shield dashing.
Yeah, so Power Wolf, it doesn't necessarily give me full clearance of Olrox. I already had it, but it makes one of the checks a lot easier. And I will be shift lining my way there, I think after I clear the basement.
Yeah, so here, and we did pick up Merman Statue earlier, which is really nice. So we were able to just go ahead and get this check done down here.
That means I can full clear the basement, which is great.
Yeah, just it's always really nice to be able to do the maximum amount of checks. You know, the first time you go somewhere, just feels good for your brain, for your randomizer brain, that you didn't leave anything behind, or you don't have to go back.
Remind me not to go out of my way for item checks. I have endgame equipment.
Yeah,
I have a God's Garb and I
do
have
that all the time.
Elfcraft Shield. What am I doing?
I do that all the time.
The only equipment I'm really looking for are in specific checks. So like I said, the things that will kind of move me ahead as far as progression goes would be a fire boomerang. I will explain that later if I get it. Solar bat, which would basically mean I can go and win the game. Same if I find power of mist. Or a 2 heart refreshes and grab boots.
Yeah, a lot of different win conditions for this preset. It's a lot of different kind of combinations of items and relics and stuff, but luckily Doozy will know when those things come up.
Yep. Alright, the joys of coming down here with an Alucard shield. Get my health back while I'm... And odds are this gold ring will not be needed at all, but it's progression technically, so...
Right. Yeah, this if you've ever played this game casually, coming down here without the holy symbol, those fish are very mean, and they hate you. So it's nice to be able to get some justice.
Yep. All right. Well, there's a trick coming up that's really hard to pull off, but I'll mention it when I get closer to it. Nope, nothing. All right, so this is another added check here behind the waterfall. This is normally not a check in most other presets, but in this one it is, and it's nothing. Not surprised.
Yeah, again, just one of those interesting rooms that they added that you don't get to see a lot of. I should really play more of the equipment randomizers as far as relic locations.
Yeah.
I tend to go.
Yeah.
I tend to play a lot of safe and a lot of nimble, just to try to practice my movement and stuff. But I also flip on my original PS1 about once a month and do a 200% run, just to remind myself where I came from. You know.
You gotta go back to your roots sometimes. I understand.
Yeah. And sometimes I just gotta look at some scan lines.
Yeah.
It's just, it's necessary.
Alright, so hopefully I can get back here. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, this is a really long shaft, but luckily there are some of these little breaks here, kind of in the rock where you can stand, reposition yourself, and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. Let me just get some MP back just for a second here. Because the worst thing that can happen is being stuck here. I think there's a little trick I can pull off here. Do like a little combo trick here. Yep.
Oh, very nice.
No, I don't have enough MP. Alright.
Yeah, I believe doing that, I could be wrong, I'm not the most informed, but I believe doing that Mist Wolf without losing any MP at all is like frame perfect, right?
Yeah, yeah. And unfortunately, I don't have screen freezes, so I can't even do the MP refill glitch. So, and I don't have a mana prism, so very sadly, we're gonna have to basically just kind of go back the sad long way. But that's okay.
Yep, we're just doing some Metroidvania backtracking. No problems there.
I thought I could pull it off, but like a lot of these things, sometimes just doesn't work out that way.
Yeah, marathons are tough for that kind of thing, as far as I've seen. And like I've said this whole time, it's just a lot of these tricks that he's doing like all the time, whether it's the Mist Rise, the Mist Wolf, the jump reset. They're just a lot harder than they look, so he's already doing a bunch of really impressive stuff throughout this entire run. So none of this stuff is something you can do without practicing a lot. So.
Yep. All right, so I'm just going to go through Forbidden Route to get back up. I don't know if this is faster than just taking the warp, but whatever.
This is what I would do, which probably does mean that it's slower. So,
okay.
If that helps.
But then you get to see this area, which we haven't been to yet. Pretty.
Yeah, you get to see Dracula's interior design side really come out here. Great wallpaper. These ghosts make weird dog noises, and I've never understood that any time in the past 27 years, and I still don't. So, artistic choice, you know?
Yep. This brings me back up to... Yeah, this is fine. I think using the warp would have been faster, but whatever. Here we are. Now you get to see one section of the castle that I almost never show off. So, ooh! Get my Mournblade, though.
Yeah, you might as well. Mournblade is great because it does...
shield is just not enough.
It's not enough. It does really good damage and also gives you 8 HP per swing when you hit an enemy. So it is a really, really good weapon. S tier weapon, I would say. As if this game needed more broken equipment, there's one more for you.
Yep. Reminding myself I can't check that yet.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing about the Gravity Boots location that he just passed is there's just not a super convenient save to refill mana anywhere close to it. I mean, there's one a couple rooms back, but it's just not super time efficient. So.
Yep. And I didn't really need to get more mana, but here or there, anywhere at this point. So I am going to do another trick. Some of you may be familiar with this trick. We're not quite there yet, but you'll know it when you see it.
I wait on bated breath.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fan favorite.
A fan favorite, yeah. Newly discovered, I don't know, I want to say 6 months ago, a year ago maybe. I know things have been moving pretty fast in the community, so
yeah,
we've been discovering all sorts of crazy things.
This is the hardest trick that I do in every run. Let me tell you, it is brutal.
All right, so normally you got to hit a switch to get the skeleton ape to come out and blow this bridge up, but I'm just going to press a button. Okay.
Yeah, and I can't tell you the amount of skill and practice that took for me to master. Hitting F5, it's just, it's so far away,
I get it. It's a tough one. All right, and I just got to remind myself, okay. All right, so here is another glitch that I'm about to pull off. It's another reverse shift line. It's a lot similar to what I pulled off to get into the caverns in the first place. So we'll equip the shield rod again. Oops. It's a little too far. Whoops. Too far. Yeah, so I'm trying to advance this frame by frame when I'm doing this double jump. That's a little too far. Oh, come on. Honestly, one of the hardest things to do in the game is frame by frame buffer. So I'm just frustrated. So let's see if that actually works out. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, it was too far to the left. Oh, that's actually perfect. Let's go.
Nice.
All right, so I have to jump, otherwise I don't make it over. And here we are.
Very nice. So, yeah, this is a room that you would usually need to open with the demon familiar.
Right, he's
who
got
has
this, like, a switch. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not going to see that.
powerful voice acting that brings me to tears every time I hear it. Really just should
You
be
get
the
really
industry
inside
standard.
the mind of the demon. So why
Yeah.
doesn't press it and see. And here's another thing: you get just because that gate is still there, you just get pushed all the way down here, and conveniently get put into this spot, which I think is where you normally find the demon card in the vanilla game. And it's nothing.
Yeah, that is the demon card location, and is, in my experience, always nothing unless I skip it, in which case it's the exact thing I need. So.
That's how it goes. Ooh, what are you? Joy. I don't need to pick up any more cards. I have the fairy card. That's really the only thing I need. I have sword card in case I need to use it to... Actually, I don't need that either, so, yep. Just keeping track of things. So we can just clean up the whole catacombs here. I don't have to do it, but I can show off one more cool reverse shift line glitch here. So I'm going to split
We
here.
do love fun reverse shift lines.
Oh, we got at least 2 more of them.
Yay.
So, alright. So
Also
we're
leaves
coming
2 more
across...
chances for donations to come in. Come on, people. You can do it.
Get in here. I can't believe we met the incentive to do the any percent run. That's going to be incredible.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun.
Alright, so normally you get in here, it's a dark room, you try to get in here. Ouch, that hurts.
Don't forget that some animals can live in complete darkness.
And the fairy also has something to say about it. So, so instead, we're actually going to deactivate... Oops, forgot this is not the Xbox version. We're going to deactivate those spikes. That might be okay. Nope. Sorry.
Don't forget that some animals.
And
can
unfortunately,
live in
every time I
complete
go in there,
darkness.
the fairy does have something to say. It makes it so I
Yeah.
can't open up the map.
It's an interesting choice. Probably some kind of weird memory limit thing, but
Yep. Well, it's that weird memory limit thing that allows me to do shop glitch, so.
yeah, it's a trade-off.
I don't trust it. Oh, I actually trusted the other one better. Okay, let's try that. And ta-da! Alright. Don't have to worry about those. Just kidding. They will still pop up right there when I drop off this ledge, so I am going to equip the spike breaker just to be safe.
But we still saw the trick, which is cool.
Yep.
And that's exactly how Igarashi intended that you get through that room.
Yeah, so
if you've been...
Yeah. I'll just mention, if you ever find yourself in the middle of a room like that, you just drop into the middle of a room. Sometimes the entities will not load correctly, and one of those entities is spikes. So you can just walk right through them. But once I reach the end of either side, the spikes reactivate, and it's Owl City. Which is why I was walking through them even with Spike Breaker until, oh boy, I need that.
Nice.
So, well, you know what? I can use this right now to show off something here. Oh, a lot of dad pics. Why are you guys holding on to pictures of my dad? That's just weird.
Yeah, gotta love the picture of Dad. One of my favorite items in the game.
They stumbled
Okay,
on
so-
his MySpace account.
He thought he deleted it, but
No. All right, so now I have 2 fire boomerangs, and then I can't really quite get up there. So watch this. That's the menu button. Sorry. Try that again. And there you go. That trick just it makes you red, and but it's very fun and useful, and it basically is a good substitute for grab boots if you don't have them, like is the case right now.
Yeah, that's I've actually gotten into a situation before in a lot of other randomizers, non-glitch randomizers, where I came here out of logic and then ended up stuck down there and had to dive kick off of a guy, and that took me 10 minutes. So that is a much more efficient way to get back up there.
Yeah. And so I'll be using that quite a bit in second castle, especially if flight doesn't exist here, which it sounds like it's not going to.
Correct. Tunic, nice.
It's nice. I already got God's Garb. I don't know what's better. Sure, he's out.
It's just, the synapses in your brain fire when you see a good Soden item after so many years. So.
There we go. Alright, so this is the check, and so there's only one more check here in the basement. I just want to be doubly sure I'm not forgetting something. Can you not? Thank you.
Yeah, if you ask that guy nicely, he can just damage boost you past him, which I end up doing quite a bit, but it is kind of random.
The power of saying please.
Yeah. Or just complaining. That's usually what I go for.
Yep. Alright, I lied. There's 2 checks left. There's one here, and it's grape juice. It's really what it's called in the game. I know it looks like a bottle of wine in a wine glass, but that's grape juice.
Yeah, you were allowed to have a blood fountain, but a bottle of wine was a step too far for American audiences.
Perish the thought.
The blood fountain, we're a go. We're good. Boss that's just a mass of corpses, yep, ship it. But bottle of wine, absolutely not. Kurt Vonnegut reference, sure.
Sure. Do I even have to mention the statues in the teleport rooms?
Yeah.
Okay, so we might as well library card our way out. So we did find one piece of progression, which will make second castle easier. I just want to double check. I think I did everything I possibly can in this castle. It looks like it. No, I didn't. I can do Silver Ring. That's the last stop.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Gravity Boots as well, I think.
Oh yeah, Gravity Boots.
Still in play.
Man, I really want to leave that behind. I'll do a save split.
Yeah, that wasn't a call to action or anything. I just wanted to make sure I didn't let you forget anything.
No, I appreciate it. I think I am going to check it just because it does show off the super jump. So that trick with the fire boomerangs, it's been named the fire boomerang super jump, which is a little bit of a misnomer because you can actually go in any sort of direction doing this trick, but up seems to be the most useful. So I'll show it off in the second castle if nothing exists, but otherwise, let's have fun. Right,
so you can actually go horizontally with that. I haven't even actually seen that.
Yeah, you can go horizontally, and that's how you can access Succubus early. It's one of many ways to access Succubus out of logic.
That is really cool.
All right, so where are we going? All right, so I'm going to save here. And then check... I'll check Gravity Boots first. Because that's the one that's out of the way, and if it's nothing, oh well.
Right, yeah. And this is a great save split, obviously, because this is right next to Second Castle, so...
Yep, and I'm basically full clearing the first castle here. The only thing I'm going to be missing out on is Walmart, which is where we call the vanilla a la carte equipment, where I think it's a sword, shield, and armor. So we'll go... Can't go there, but we can go just about everywhere else. Oh, and I can't do holy glasses. Or jewel sword. There's a few things, but very rarely do any of those pan out, so I don't care.
Right, yeah. And you've got a lot of stuff. So I guess we're still hoping for a heart refresh and hoping for bat or power of mist, correct?
Yep, soul bat, power mist, or grab boots and I think that's all I need. Grab boots and 2 heart refreshes.
Gotcha.
But ideally a power mist or a soul of bat. So it's really down to 1 check. In one check in many places. So we might as well actually since I have these equipped, why not use them? Oops. Sometimes I lose track of where my start button is. Okay, let's reset this. Where's my... Jeez. It just didn't want to come out. Okay.
This room is cursed today. The toadstool, the boomerangs.
All right, as you notice, I lose the super jump as I do a screen transition, so that's a big deal. But I still think I can get what I need to here. I'll have to just get a little bit of MP, but I don't think I need too much. How much MP do I have? 20? We'll just wait until I get like 40-ish. The real trick is, I think I only need to do it 1 or 2 times, but this is a kind of I think this is actually considered out of logic. So if this doesn't work out, it's fine.
Yeah.
So you can also do this trick while, you can do this in midair as well. There we go. Okay, perfect.
Nice screen transition there. That is really tricky.
And it was nothing. As of course it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next, let me just see what's here. I don't think it's anything. Yeah, okay. So split back to the keep and gonna go to Silver Rings. So I think the fastest way to do that is with Wolf. I don't think I need anything.
Yeah, Silver Ring, another one of those really high complexity checks, like in other presets. So it's generally a really valuable check in most presets. But Glitch, man, if you asked me to follow the complexity chain in this, I would be pretty hard pressed to do it.
It's a little weird. Oh, I gotta also, after I do Silver Ring, I gotta check Olrox. I forgot the entirety of Olrox, so that's also part of the complexity chain here. Okay, so I've done all this. Just give just a little more MP, just to be safe. Also, because I plan on wolfing it. All right, so what do I want to do first here? I guess we'll do Silver Ring. So here's a fun one. It's a little bit tricky to do with Shield Rod, but it is in logic and it's doable. So here we go. This can also be doable with some other stuff, but it's easiest to do with the shield spell. So where's my Shield Rod? There it is. And Herald Shield, I think, is the best one to use. Oops.
Say what else is doable is us hitting our next goal. We're only $199 away from breaking our $2,000 goal that we've set for this year on what is essentially the first day after our pre-show. So doing that would be extra awesome. If we can get that done before the end of this run, that's a very viable thing we could pull off and would very much appreciate it, as with charity.
Yeah, get in there. That would be great.
Please, get in there. Fat fingers. I keep hitting the menu button. That should be good. So if you get just far enough into that room and then go out like that, all of a sudden, wait, why did we just show up back in this room again? I don't know. Well, that also wasn't supposed to happen. That was a mistake.
It did look cool though, so really
All right.
just showed it off.
Dial points. Yeah, so that wasn't totally what was supposed to happen. All right, so that looks pretty clean. Yep.
And so essentially there, what you're trying to do basically is just get to the very edge of that screen transition, correct?
Yep.
Without actually transitioning. Okay.
Oh, shoot. That's bad. I do need MP for this. Luckily, it's pretty easy to get MP back from this area. I just have to go back into Coliseum. And this is a similar trick to get into Olrox as well, so I can show that off too.
I am going to just run and grab some water very quickly. I will be right back.
All right, sure. Keep bringing in those donations, people. Let's make it happen.
Guess I'll tag in because we do have a bunch still going for the Link's Awakening DX randomizer run, which is next after our next block setup. That is also my main game. Unfortunately, I don't get to play it this month. I did leave that open for somebody else, but there are aspects for file name and which link sprite to do, as well as all photos, which I'm interested to see them do considering the changes that have happened to the photo system since last I had the opportunity to go around doing stuff. There's also Crystallis randomizer coming, which has a bid war for the final sword in the end tower, as well as I think there's still some stuff for the Stom versus Maddo fight reenactment, which I'm not sure what that is. I haven't seen a lot of Crystallis. I have commentated with it a few times in these marathons, but I don't know everything about it, and I'd be interested to see what that is coming tonight. So get your donations in. We would love it, as with the charity, and it's just all for a wonderful cause here with the Burn Children's Fund.
All right, I'll be there. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oops. Man.
And I mean, if you don't know which sprites to do for LADX, you could always make it host's choice. For $25, we could overwrite it and make it my sprite, because I actually exist in that game.
Get out of town. That's how it's got to be.
Yeah, I know,
Everybody
right?
vote for that. We're in the bid.
$25, we can make it me. I'd be happy.
All right, I am back. Hopefully some people got in there and donated while I was gone, but it wasn't a very long time, so.
All right, so now this is where it gets a little tricky how to pull this off the right way, because, oh, I know. Okay, forgot. The screen yep, oh. That's no good. All right, so you notice the entities all kind of disappeared and then reappeared, so I got to go back and try this again. I think what I might actually attempt now, just because I've done that a lot of times, is I'll do this first. Oops. Oh, got a double jump. So this is the same exact trip, just in a different entrance. So I might as well explain this a little bit. This room is weird. For whatever reason, the room exits are a lot different than they normally are in other rooms, which allows you to do a couple kind of weird things, but this is one of them. Oops. Oh, come on. Yeah, I wish this with a heart refresh. It's so much easier with a heart refresh. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try that. Whoops. I don't know why I didn't... Huh. Huh. There we go. Looks like I'm too far away. Yeah. I'm trying not to do the cover your eyes version, but I might have to. Yeah, I'll do the cover your eyes version. Let's see if this gets me in.
I'm gonna stare directly into the sun here.
Yeah, close your eyes. This is a warning for anybody who's got photosensitivity. I was trying to do it a better way, but it just wasn't letting me do it. So this is another way to magically get into this room. So yeah, if you advance 1 frame past where the game expects you to go, it doesn't know quite what to do with you, so it's just continuing pushing me to the right. And it's actually dropping me down a little bit, and now we're here.
Now we can open up that. I think that's the most creative shortcut in Soden. I don't know if that's a hot take. It's nice. Little statue holding up big statue. Gotta love that one.
Alright, so here we go. Oops, missed it. There we go. So that's why it's nice to have Power Wolf. You can do this check, it's nothing. And then we will pull off the Fire Boomerang Super Jump to get up here. And hopefully I got enough mana to do this. I think I should. How much do I have? 18? We'll get it up to 20 to be safe here. Where are we at? 25? Okay, perfect. And it's great that we're out of mana, because here's the save spot.
Beautiful.
Phew. All right.
Serendipity.
All right, so this is how nobody wants to get into Olrox.
This is the most circuitous route to get into Olrox's quarters. But that's the glitch preset, baby.
Yeah, it needs to be done this way. Alright, so I'm gonna actually use the super jump to do this. There's only 1 check up here. There we go.
Just found it interesting that Dracula is subletting the castle, but I mean, it is a big place, so.
How do we know
as long as
Olrox? Yeah, maybe he's not a tenant. Maybe that's like his brother, just staying and chilling.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah, he could just be here for a little while. It could be. But I like to think it's like an Airbnb situation. That's just funnier to me.
Well, Hotel Transylvania was a funny movie, so I don't blame you. And this will be a nice fast fight.
Yeah, with the any kind of throwable here, he's pretty much toast. Olrox, like the majority of Castlevania enemies, has a really cool death animation. They put a lot of time into making those fellas die real cool. Except for Akmadon. I'm leaving Akmadon out because he just takes 45 minutes to perish. So
45, yeah, he does have a long death animation. He does not want to die. Oh, wow, really?
Oh,
okay, I guess
nice.
I can full clear the first castle now.
That is actually really nice to get here. That is great.
Oh, what?
As we're prepping Fire Boomerang jumps and that, we did get a donation in, and it breaks my heart because, of course, Chad would do exactly what I didn't want.
Oh, no.
Sarazen with $25 saying, self-care day for Marin. Please use the Marin Sprite so she can take herself out for a nice date. And little does Sarazen know, the Marin Sprite actually changes Marin into Link for it.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
It does.
Oh,
very
man.
much miss that. Now, if you were playing as me, you could take Marin on a nice date as me, and I'm a pretty girl, so you know.
Yeah, that is, man, that's a bummer. But those
It's all for
incentives
charity, so
sometimes.
it's all good.
Yeah. But hey, yeah, the donation's not a bummer. That's great.
So I gotta go back this way, unfortunately. Oh, wait. Got the wrong ledge. Alright, well, this is gonna be interesting. Why didn't I... Uh-oh. That's bad. Yeah, I can't go any higher, can I? Oh well. Would have been nice to get a mana prism, but not totally necessary.
Yeah, it's, there's the, requisite blood fountain. It is,
That P13 blood fountain.
yeah. It's not wine, though. Just so you know. Just to be clear, that is blood, not wine. There are a couple of items, especially in the randomizer for Soten, that I think the original developers probably did not intend to be as important as they are. Mana prisms and library cards, they probably were kind of an afterthought, and it turns out they're like the most valuable items in the game to people like us that play the rando, so it's funny how that stuff works out sometimes.
Alright, so one more time doing Silver Ring. Unfortunately, I think I have to keep all those items that I had picked up, so I can't really split them away. But, you know what? Right here at Coliseum... What do you think about this? Yeah, we can save the best for last here. Because I do have 2 checks I can do compared to just 1. So why don't I split here? And then I'll go down and check out... I already did grab boots, right? So I'm looking at Walmart and then...
Right.
Holy Glasses.
Holy Glasses, yeah. Which is kind of nice, because pretty close to Holy Glasses here. Kind of ended up in a good spot to find that second ring.
Yep. And if you can hear the music, what you're hearing is Nocturne, which is a Japanese exclusive song. It got added into the game as one of the random musics that will show up. I will not comment on my opinions on it. I would just tell you my favorite part of the song is when it ends abruptly and does not loop.
Yeah, it's also, for some reason in the rando, seems to have about a 90% chance of playing in every area.
Yep.
The rando loves that song, so you will hear it a lot. That's why I have stopped randomizing my music in Seeds for about the past year. Because, you know, the pacing of the original soundtrack is just so good. I wish I could randomize only the second castle, but maybe that'll come later.
Alright, so you're guaranteed to get a stopwatch in this room. Fun fact. That is a design of the preset. That is not always the case. Wow. Okay, well now I don't have to do any more mist rising. Now I can just do thrust rising. Boo! Sorry.
At least it's free.
Sure. Well, it costs MP, but less MP than misting.
Yeah, a little less, yeah.
So that's, I guess, a reason to go back to Silver Ring and not split this away.
Well, this is going to be bat, so we won't have to worry about splitting anything away, because you're just going to get bat here, and it's going to be great.
Sure.
And the rest of the scene is going to be cake. Yeah.
Okay. Fun fact, you can go down the elevator as a dog. And this is nothing.
So in the non-glitch preset, if you see nothing there, it actually can be vanilla holy glasses a lot of the time. At that check, but obviously in this preset, holy glasses are totally random and not in logic, so that was in fact just nothing, unfortunately.
Yeah. Having the Happy Holy glasses though would be really funny, considering all the stuff I've done.
Yeah.
So I guess I might as well just stick with Mistrise. Nope. Change my mind. I might as well show off. Whoops. Okay. I'm not going to show that off because I'm going to do Super Jump right here, which is what I should have done in the first place.
Yeah, Super Jump's even cooler. It makes Alucard red. It gives him Kaioken times 20.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to re-equip the Claymore. Now, well, it doesn't help if I'm... Yeah. Now, this takes less the MP than... Yeah, we ran out of MP. This is what I get for... You know what? I'm going to just split this away and just pick up the Walmart thing again.
Yeah, I think that's a totally fair decision.
I should have saved before going down there. I'm just kicking myself. Yeah, you can get there's soft lock potential there. I could have library carded, but I want to stay close here.
Yeah, you can actually soft lock there in most presets if you get there out of logic. If you get everything in logic, it has to give you flight. But if you do get there out of logic somehow, you can get soft lock down there in pretty much any preset. So it is a little bit of a trap sometimes.
We'll get to hear this song again.
Beautiful. Yeah, they actually restored this song for the awful PSP version of this game that I do not recommend you play. But when you sit down in a chair, the fairy sings it to you. It is kind of cute, but, you know, not commenting on the quality of the song.
It's cute.
It is cute,
it's cute for when you're sitting down and like
right.
intentionally trying to pull it off. But if it just like shows up in Coliseum, you're like, oh man.
Yeah, 100%. That is my thoughts exactly.
I'll take the screaming harpies instead.
Yeah, and just I think I've said this a million times already in this broadcast, but just what he's doing, moving around normally with all of this, the Mist Rising, the thrust sword jumps, the fire boomerang jumps, he's doing this like it's just normal. All this stuff is really, really difficult. I've been playing this game for well over 25 years. I play it every single day, play the randomizer every day, and I can't do basically any of this stuff. So he's acting like he's messing up some of these tricks, or this is taking a long time, but all this stuff is extremely impressive and really, really hard to do.
Yeah, these are all hard to pull off. Before this preset really existed, you would see, there would be, you know, there are these kind of crazy speedrun categories like low percent wolf, you know, where you would have to do all these tricks. Low percent wolf especially is weird because the way to get to Dracula is just so hard, and like I would see like Wild Mouse do these runs and it would take him forever just to get these tricks off, you know. So this is all, I don't know, it's all pretty par for the course. Nobody gets these down right away. Yeah,
so anytime that Doozy is beating himself up over not getting a trick first try, just know that he's doing a bunch of stuff like, you know, within a 2 or 3 minute span that is really, really difficult, normally. So, which I'm sure people that enjoy speedruns understand that, but I just felt the need to point it out because this stuff is really tough.
Yeah. All right, so finally back here to do the one trick that I haven't done yet. So hopefully this will be the one. We can do this with Thrust now, which actually makes things a little bit easier. Not by much. It still stinks, but it's slightly easier.
We'll take what we can get here.
I'm going to say, while we're going through that, we got another donation, and if I recall the pronunciation, it's Mishimi, even though all of the I's are twos. But $50 with perfect timing to tune in. I love Symphony of the Night. In honor of the ending song, I Am the Wind, put my donation towards Windsword for Crystallis race tonight. Thank you very much.
Nice.
I
Great.
love the wind sword. Let's go.
And that is, let me do some quick mental math. 75 less than 99, 114
Too far.
No, 124.
Getting closer. Very nice.
Yeah, make me do math.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but the donation is very nice. Making me do math on a live stream would be tantamount to torture for me. So.
I say we're speedrunners. We like cheating, not math.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So this is one of these tricks that. Oh, this is perfect. It's a lot easier to pull off with a heart refresh. That is my preferred form of reverse shift lining, but you know, here we are. Oh man. Okay, so I must have done something a little off because it just warped me back to the room. What?
Yeah, these shift line tricks as well. I'm not an expert, but you can mess them up even after you do them correctly by not moving correctly after the trick is performed. So there's just a lot of pain points here.
Oops.
Um,
That might be perfect. Nope. And I'm not as familiar as some people. Oh, man. I don't have a whole lot of visual cues here. That's the one tricky part about doing this.
yeah, and the map kind of obfuscates it even more, even though obviously it helps.
Yeah. There we go. I feel like I went a little too far to the right, so I might have the same problem as before. Nope. All right. And then let's switch to the Claymore. So the Claymore does the exact same thing as the Mist Rise. The difference is that it doesn't like take up all my MP if I do it wrong. So
yeah,
in exchange, so go for it.
Yeah, Mist is just, it's really MP hungry in this game. Any of the Mist relics use a ton of MP, so if he's not literally being frame perfect while doing those Mist Wolves, it's gonna just eat a bunch of MP, and then obviously that can cause you to have to redo sections and stuff like that, so it's just a little bit safer with the Thrust Sword.
Yeah, and speaking of safety, I am very safely making myself go to the right part of the screen here. I might actually run out of MP trying to do this, but for whatever reason, this trick seems to work a lot better if I make it to the corner. And there we are. And now we're at the top, and we can go here. Maria is not here to soft lock us. I can just safely see what's here, and it's nothing, and we have full cleared, basically full cleared first castle. Like, there's still one check I'm leaving behind.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about that.
We're gonna say full clear. What are the odds? We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. So we're missing the dual sword, which is back entrance, and the only way I can get in there is if I have, like, the correct way to do it is if you have Wolf and Bat together. If I have Bat, I'm in go mode, so it doesn't really matter. But if I had 2 heart refreshes, I could actually go out of bounds and into that room, but I don't. So, and I don't think I will in this seed. So, it has been very rare to get a final Vlad. Or not final Vlad, like the final piece of progression in that room. It's never actually happened for me, so.
Yeah, the original way to get into the Jewel Sword room in the vanilla retail game is like one of the most arcane things I've honestly ever seen in a video game. I'm not sure how anybody figured that out without a guide in the 90s, so even that in and of itself is really silly, so.
Oh, the map's saying I missed a check and keep. Maybe I did miss a check and keep. So I'll try this one last check. I thought I got it, but maybe I didn't. All right. Well, what's good about clearing, or mostly clearing first castles, I don't ever have to come back again. So, yay. Really? Okay, fine.
Oh, okay, it's up here. That makes sense.
I don't think. Okay, this is another way to get up to this part. All right. Yeah, I thought I had done this, but I guess not. Let's put on the red fire boomerangs.
Yeah, I think we ended up leaving it behind, which I'm remembering just now.
Okay, let's try that for real this time. Yeah, we left it behind because I ran out of MP. I remember this. Claymore. And there it is. I think I got enough MP to get up there. Yeah, I got enough for 3
nice.
more thrusts. Okay, great. And what do we have? Marcel, that's nice.
Beautiful.
And a big old nothing burger. Okay, so now we're off to Castle 2. Nothing left to do in this castle.
Nothing
I think
but
I think I got to skip Rick again, actually. Fun fact, if that screen locks again, you have to fight Richter, so I have to unlock the screen every time I come up here.
Okay, I actually didn't even know that reset that way.
Yep. So I got to do this again. Yep. See, he's not there, but if yeah,
Easy
but
first try.
But if I kept that, but if I didn't do that Richter skip, I would just walk right into the Richter fight, and I don't have holy glasses, so I would just get the bad ending. We don't want the bad ending; we want the good ending.
Yeah. Yeah, we have collectively decided as a randomizer community that the bad ending is not valid.
No.
So
there is a bad ending speed run, but let's be honest, nobody runs it.
Nobody runs that. Nobody runs that.
All right, so poor Yorick is over there. So, interesting. I like Holy Sword, but I don't need it right now. In a second, Varda. Okay, let's go.
Another Varda. Awesome. Yeah, 2 Vardas is essentially debug mode in this game. It's pretty hard to die at that point.
All right, so gonna equip the fire boomerangs again. Whoa, hello.
Man, I love Red Alucard. He's my new favorite anime character.
Best fighting game palette swap, Red Alucard.
Absolutely. All right, so I gotta do some better menuing, but here we are. I got too many items in my inventory. And put the Claymore back on. And just glide across.
Yeah, and that thrust sword, he's not just pressing square there. That is a back-forward square input. So it is an input each time he has to do that. So even that is a little tougher than it looks.
Yeah, this room is extremely difficult in this current setup. So, yeah. Where are we at here? but we can use a bunch of tricks to make this a little more bearable. Hey, ta-da!
Beautiful, beautifully
save
done.
Here, so there's one check that's still in that room. I might as well check it. It just kind of stinks having to check it. And let me just double check. Yeah, so this isn't a check down here, so I'm not going to bother. Can actually, I think, get up a little bit higher. Do I solve my fire boomerangs? Alrighty then. Oops.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, the game does not want you to go through that thing, so
Yeah, you can't.
sometimes it's gotta force it to do it.
You can't gravity jump through that, which is really odd because you can gravity jump through that gap in the first castle. Never been too sure why, but
Alright, there's my favorite relic in the game, Holy J. I have to pick it up.
yeah, out of respect, you have to pick up the J, 100%.
Yep. Alright, so I think I'm going to open this warp and go left side because I have plenty of items and plenty of resources to get me to the left. Going right is actually a little bit tougher with my current, without flight. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's true for a more vanilla randomizer as well.
Yeah.
Right side without flight is pretty rough. I mean, they're both pretty rough without flight, but
Yeah. Do I have Claymore equipped? Alright, so I'm going to do this. I hate doing this, but I'm going to do it because I'm trying to be thorough. I'm going to get up onto this other side here. And then travel across to get through the gap.
oh man, this is a really mean item check to put in this preset.
Yeah, it is.
That's really mean.
Alright, so there's
I'm blaming Eldridge. I know multiple people worked on this, but I'm gonna blame Eldridge.
yeah, no, always blame Eldridge. So, if I break a plate while I'm washing dishes, it's Eldridge's fault.
100%. I skipped Succubus the other day, and it lost me about 20 minutes in. I blamed Eldridge for it.
Okay, good. As you should. For those who don't know, Eldridge is then the guy who's been maintaining the randomizer since Mouse has left the community. No, I don't think he's left the community, but he's basically taken the mantle. Okay, great. Don't need it.
And Eldridge is actually wonderful, by the way. We are, of course, joking. Very pleasant guy.
Yep.
And works super hard to give us a cool randomizer to play all the time, so.
Oh, for sure.
The best thing you can ask for.
100%.
So, no MP, no problem. I'm just going to hug the ceiling here to get back. Wow. I've never had to do that check with such, like, crappy
That was-
equipment.
Hey, that was a clappable moment to me. That was crazy. Very
Yeah.
mean check, very little equipment, so that was very impressive.
Yeah, just a reminder to people watching, you're expected to go into second castle with flight. So, like, keep in mind, you find Soul of Bat in the first castle, and that allows you to get into the second castle. So the fact that I don't have it is just mean.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
mean, man.
you'll see the any percent run. I mean, you'll see Soul of Bat extremely quickly in that run. So,
Yeah.
that is a big difference here.
Nothing worth picking up. Got plenty of monster vials, although I don't think I'll ever use them. Like I told you, Holy Glasses just shows up anywhere.
That's very funny.
Yep.
I'm sure they did that for a coding reason, but it feels like a cruel joke.
I mean, they put it in a random location. It's also possible to get holy glasses in the first castle, but I mean, nothing beats being that right there.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Well, now I can, save Richter if I really want to.
Right, we can go back, retroactively save him.
I have no intentions of saving Richter. He's just going to be sitting there sleeping on. Well, actually, he disappeared that one time. Maybe he was using the bathroom.
He'll be in the final cutscene either way, so he's fine. No need to worry about him.
Okay, get these guys all out of the way, and then do this.
Yeah, those cloaked knights can be pretty annoying just because they come at you at like kind of weird angles. So really, no matter what you're using, it's annoying.
Oh, I know. I split away the. I just realized I split away the Medusa shield that I got.
And now, of course, we're seeing everybody's favorite puzzle, but this time upside down.
Fun fact, the gears take the same amount of tries. Oh, the hammer. Wow, you didn't do that when I took 27 damage? Good job, Barry.
8 tries.
Yeah, that's true. It's the effort that counts. Hey, that worked.
Usually you wiggle out before she gets to you with the hammer, but she does her best. And hey, the life apples are worth it. So
what? I thought I did. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so it's 14 on one gear, 3 on another gear. Over here it's 8 and 2. And I've done it so many times that I've just memorized it. That was nothing. Yay.
A lot of food in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so the reason I want to go left side is because right side chapel is just like a lot of flight, and I don't have a lot of flight available to me right now, so it's very skippable. All right, so there's one check I do have to do here at Dragon Helm, but there's also another check I have to do, but I always forget where exactly I have to start going up. So that'll be a joy. Nothing.
Not even an actual Dragon Helm, unfortunately.
No. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is... Oh, we got the fire boomerangs. Yeah, so this is a lot of fire boomerang traversing here. More than I wanted to.
And he chose this side specifically because it was less bad than the other side, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, I can imagine Reverse Chapel is probably not a ton of fun with fire boomerang movement.
Using too much. I really wish I had come across a mana prism. Oh, that's right. I reset all this. Do I not have enough to get up here? Oh no.
We need a mystic pendant. That would have been nice too.
I think we're good as long as I don't get more MP. Oh no, never mind. That only worked for a second. Shoot. All right. We got an alternate way to do this. This is the one tricky room without flight, but we can hug the ceiling as long as I can get back up there. Whoa, hello. Where are we? There we go. Well, the one good thing is you get to hear a lot of harpsichord.
Yeah, that's true.
It is a peak instrument.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This is my favorite song in the game, by the way. Fun fact.
It's probably top 5 for me, but this is my favorite soundtrack, so that is still high praise for me. My favorite video game soundtrack for sure. I'm a Crystal Teardrops man myself. I just can't get enough of the organ breakdown.
Good one. Really? Okay.
I say I'd list off a $5 favorite instrument tray.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. I play the guitar because I'm stupid, and the guitar is for stupid people. So that's why I chose it. Just matches me.
I'm gonna say my dad was Scottish. I do have to go with the bagpipes.
Bagpipes are great.
They are. They're so fun to play because you get like the whole arm motion thing to keep consistent notes. You never have to stop to breathe with it.
Yeah, and it's fun to even watch somebody play.
Yeah.
All right, that's the no MP version of this.
Goodness gracious. And remember, it wanted you to come to the second castle before you even got the second fire boomerang.
Yeah.
I
Weird.
mean, wild logic. I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here, McNair, so you understand. This is crazy. Everything is just crazy.
Like, the fact that this is in logic in and of itself is nuts.
I thought I could kill him with a mist. Hey, there we go. How did I run out of MP? That was weird. Okay, so I can bounce off these guys and move my way up. Problem is the hitbox of the of this kick is not great.
Yeah, the
It
dive
is
kick in Soten
notoriously
is...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trying its best, but
All right, this guy's got it coming. Nope. There we go. All right, and that puts us down here. So this is not the ideal way to get across. Get up there. But it is pretty reliable, so this is the slowest way possible. And then I'm going to actually equip the Claymore.
yeah, like a lot of these glitch seed rooms that require all these really tough tricks are just rooms that you barely even think about when you're normally playing the randomizer, so it really does like show off the game in a completely unique way.
Okay, so there's a mana prism. I can get it now, which is fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Alright, the one thing I needed. Now give me a duplicator. Damn it. It's never in the same places where you need it. But that's good. One mana prism is good, and for this room I might actually use it. Alright, so I have to check this. This is a relic check here, so I hate having to do this, but here we are. And it's nothing. Of course it's nothing. Why would it be something? It's a randomizer.
That'd be too easy. Randomizers don't have anything in them. That's a big misconception that I think a lot of people have, is that they think that they have things in them, and they simply don't.
No. That's the one, I think, reason why guarded check is still the way to go as far as locations, is there's a lot less empty spots when you have a lot less things to check.
Yeah. I do play a lot of safe logic. I might not have the endurance for the extended checks most of the time. And then I play Nimble if I just want to have a nice, fun baby time with a duplicator and bat from the beginning. So.
Oh, I love Nimble.
Nimble's so much fun.
Just have all the movement right away. Why not?
Yeah.
All right, finally made it. Let's not speak of this again. I swear the rest of this run is going to be not that bad.
Yeah, that was beautifully done. Very impressive.
Yeah, that room stinks. That room is for the birds, and we're done with it now. So.
Well, I mean, it was a nice enough room to get us some donations.
Hey, really?
Nice.
We got Mishkami with $10 for This Is for Runner giving us harpsichord concert. And another one here from Code Gorilla for $100.
Oh, wow.
always a fan of the FFR marathons, and this one is no exception. Looking forward to the Crystallis race later tonight. On that note, put this donation towards using Sword of Water in the tower. You're welcome, runners.
Ooh. Okay.
And that puts us $14 away from our next goal. That is like, I could almost afford that. I just bought a coat, though. I had to choose warmth.
Well, if I say the F word 2 more times, there we go.
I mean, I do want you to donate, but I also don't want to encourage that on our stream. We do need to get our runners to behave.
The F word, of course, is fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, of course.
Fun.
You know, like the fun you were just experiencing doing all of those wolf jumps to get across that room.
Yeah.
That kind of fun.
Really, the real joy right there. Yeah, those rooms definitely were not made with no flight in mind. Oops. Let's go around that guy. And what do we got? Oh, nothing. The ever fun reverse library, or forbidden library, I forget what it's called.
Yeah, you, this is another area, if you do guarded logic in the randomizer, that you really don't see.
Yeah, you never go in here, and so most presets use guarded locations. So this is really a rare treat for people who play the randomizer to see this.
Unless you're one of those bounty hunter people, then it might make you come in here. So,
well, maybe into like one room, but you never have to go this far.
Yeah.
All right, once again, ordinary room, nothing weird happening. Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
And that's just a diamond. Move along.
Conspicuous, weirdly polygonal-looking bookshelf. Nothing going on there.
A 3D asset for my 2D game. Man, must be nothing.
Probably nothing.
Okay, so then there's really one check left to do here, and the only reason I went left side, aside from the fact that I didn't want to go through the chapel without flight, is this check is so mist accessible, and well, I don't even know if mist is even part of the logic chain. I've not been keeping track in my head. I'm just walking around having fun. Just some cool looking sunglasses. Move along.
Yep. That is the official description, and they they lower your intelligence by 1, which I always thought was funny. Like, did Konami think that sunglasses were worn by only stupid people?
Well, it's also because you're inside wearing sunglasses. So
you know, that's true. That is true. And even when you're outside,
not at night.
Yeah. Only the chapel has daytime. You can wear the sunglasses in the chapel, and it's not a faux pas.
Alright, so I still have the Claymore equipped. Well, I think I'm going to try to get up here with... Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice.
This room.
Just a little bit more wolf jump in here.
Yep. I think I got to do that in a couple rooms, or maybe that's the only one. I think there's one more up above. Oh yeah, this thing. Let's do put on the fire boomerangs.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, put the Claymore back on. So I don't think I explained what's going on there with that super jump. So the reason that works, and by the way, in other versions of the game, if you try it, it will crash the game. But for whatever reason, it works totally fine in this version of Soten. But you're basically overloading all the entities on the screen by launching 6 fire boomerangs to the point where the game doesn't know what to do when you decide to transform. Because if you notice, sometimes when I pull that off and transform, it deletes all of the fire boomerangs in order for me to transform. But if you have all 6, it just doesn't do it. And so instead, you just kind of get stuck in this one single frame of transform animation. And you can pretty much do a super jump. So that is kind of the physics behind it.
That is really interesting. This game definitely has some interesting spaghetti code behind it. That makes it more fun. So
yeah, as we like to say, the coding is barely held together in this game. It's a miracle that it runs at all. So let's put on.
It truly is.
Yeah.
The more you peel back the layers of what's going on, the weirder it gets, honestly. Like, my favorite example of that is some of the breakable walls have health, and some of them have a number of hits that you have to do to break them. It's just such an odd thing. It just seems like it would be one or the other.
Nope.
But I just think that's so
that makes
funny.
too much sense. Right, so that's nothing.
Creature with nothing. Oh, come on. I think you're mistaken. You gotta go back and check that again. There's no way.
No way. There is a meta in the community to just skip creature during a race, and the reason why is because it's out of the way, and Frankie rarely drops things.
Yeah, that is true. I feel kind of bad for him. He's all the way alone in the castle, kind of secluded.
I don't care.
He's up there rolling. It's fine.
That's true. As soon as you get in there, he does start rolling at you. So
I'm not the only one who noticed that, right? It's okay. Can I get through? Okay, great. Hey, there is our
that's flight.
Go mode.
Hooray!
Nice.
All right.
Beautiful.
Well, unfortunately, that means there will be a little more screen flickering. Not a lot, but there will be screen flickering just for those who are photosensitive. So I will mention kind of when that happens, when that occurs. It will not be nearly as long as that last one. And it sure as heck won't be as long as if I got two heart refreshes and had to forward shift line it. That, I don't know, that's like a solid 15 seconds of flashing.
Yeah, that one's a little painful.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about that.
To coincide with our go mode, watchers of the stream may notice that number down below has gone up over the 2,000 mark. We did get another donation, so get the party poppers out.
Oh,
nice.
Let's go.
It is $100 from Courant. Hi all, looking forward to my hosting duty in a bit. Please put this to make Darth do all photos in LADX and add the rest to the reenactment in Crystallis. Now that is Darklink, not Darth, so I'll give you a pass, Courant, because I like you, and because you got us over to 2,000 during my impromptu hosting session. So you know what? Round of applause.
Nice. Great to hear.
And apologies to anybody who wanted to see, the whole right side of the castle or the basement. Sorry, it's not happening.
Yeah, this is I feel that you've suffered enough.
I also have to remind myself I can fly with mist now. I'm thinking in my head, do I need to equip fire boomerangs? No, I think we're fine. All right.
Yeah, it's like a Stockholm syndrome kind of thing.
Don't die. Yeah, I said don't die. I said don't die. I could have just missed it out of there. All right, so actually, what's really fun about this is I can show Relic Skip two different ways because I'm going to be doing the vanilla any % run too. That was some nice damage right there. I'm not too worried about dying because once again, I do have a fairy card with 5 life apples, which is kind of like having a fairy in a bottle in the Zelda games. All right, so I'm do that just because, and then I'm going to equip the. Where are you, buddy? The shield rod for the last trick of the game. Perfect.
Nice.
All right. So everybody gonna have to cover your eyes in 3, 2, 1, and forget I said that because I went way too far with. Hard to count it down.
Fall down, go.
Yeah, I just overshot it by a little bit and I fell through. All right, let's see. Try that again. Oh, right. Man, 2 straight times getting it right. All right, one more time.
Yep.
All right, and close your eyes. Oh, come on! I've been doing it way too far. This has happened on Wednesday when I was practicing this. So my goal, just so you guys know, is I want the gap between the second and third grandfather clock to the left of the gold grandfather clock needs to be center of the screen as I when I untransform. So let's get a little more MP. All right, one more time for the kids. Oh man, now I can't get it.
Gonna say, whoa, somebody think of the children.
Think of it, children. Well, donate more, and I'll do it perfectly.
You heard him, Chad. Just donate more, and he'll get it first try.
Money gives me strength. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that positioning is very finicky. All right, 3, 2, 1. Cover your eyes. Whoa! Hey! Okay. I thought I had that.
Asking us to cover our eyes so we don't see the failure.
Yeah, cover your eyes so you don't see the failure. Okay, so okay, 4th time's the charm. All right, so I'm going way too far to the left. It's got to be the case. So, which is funny because I'm not supposed to be on transforming. All right, try it again. Now I'm gonna have to tell you to cover your eyes when the flashing starts. Come on. There it is. Yeah, I'm looking at a specific pixel, and that lets me know if I pulled off the trick correctly. All right, cover your eye. Oh, okay. So that time I was too early? Usually this is pretty...
Fat, so I can't say anything.
All right. Well, this is pretty automatic, so this is why I'm a little frustrated here. Also because we're getting close to that 2-hour, 30-minute ETA.
Gonna say, chat, send him your energy. Send Red Alucard all of the energy. He needs it for the spirit
Red...
bomb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. There we go. And I don't know why I didn't let me fire off the field rod. Oh, come on. There it is. Yeah, this is like pixel subpixel specific, so it's not a very easy trick to pull off, especially 4 times. All right, let's see. Okay, no! Okay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, with Bat, it's a lot easier. You can just wing smash your way in there. That was unfortunate. That was a fat finger mistake. I actually had the perfect pixel. Okay, there we go. Okay. How many times have I done that? 5, 6?
It doesn't matter. It's just marathon stuff.
We're going for 7.
Typical
The hard part of the trick you're nailing. So there's a silver lining.
The thing is, I can check my position if I do it this way. With map buffering, I can't quite do that the other way.
Right.
Maybe,
yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I think I'm on transforming too early now. Trying to overcompensate. So that was 7. Let's go. Now it's 8. This is the one.
This is definitely the one. 100%.
First try.
Are we getting donations for each of these?
Should be.
Well, as we line up the next one, we got another from Mishimi, $10. This is for Red Alucard and Green Sword and Crystallis Rando. Wind, thank you for flashing light warning, and I believe in the power of your Red Alucard.
Get red. Oh, here we go.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I'm going to try going a little farther off this time. 1, 2. Oh, it's the second and third one. Cover your eyes.
There we go.
I'm staring straight into the sun.
Cover your eyes. No, seriously. This time, I mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was untransforming way too early. Now you can open them. Now you can
All
open
right,
your
a
eyes.
round of applause, chat. We're here.
Oh god.
Nice.
Oh god. I was doing the transformation way too early. It's the second and third, not the first and second. All right. Well, doesn't matter.
Got it done. Red Alucard never played Castlevania 2, so he sees no reason to get all those weird pieces of his dad, so finds another way in.
And it looks like, despite some slight burning of the eyes, chat is okay. So
Wonderful.
okay, so let's do this the old-fashioned way, the way everybody did it as a kid.
I mean, I only played this game like a year or two ago, and this is how I did it because I knew a little bit of what I was doing.
Hey,
I
totally
don't
valid.
I don't know if the developers actually wanted the Alucard shield to work this way. It's too easy to win. It's too easy to
Yeah,
obtain.
I have never been clear on if this was like some kind of debug that was left in or what, but
It was intended to do the damage per second, but they accidentally wrote per frame, and yeah, it's just fine.
yeah, leave it in.
Ship it out.
I mean, they didn't fix it with all the stuff they fixed on the PSP release, so it's got to be, required.
Yeah, I think people would be up in arms about that at that point.
And that's time.
Go back.
Nice.
Oh boy. Okay.
GG's. GG's.
All right. Cool. Well, that's all done, and then behind the scenes, I'm gonna go set up
How is it that I
Xenia
so defeated?
so that we can play the vanilla game here.
Ever since we lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul?
All right. So
Matthew.
we're good. I'm ready to
I believe.
set up whenever you are.
Tell me, what were Lisa's last
Yeah,
words?
sure. If you'd like to switch games over and get us
She
going, go
said,
for it.
do not hate humans.
All right.
If you cannot live
So
Get a little
let's.
music going while we're waiting.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Golden Axe 2002. Sweet.
There it goes.
I am Doozy. I'm happy to stick around for any percent if you want. I'm happy to dip if you'd like. It's totally up to you.
Yeah, you can stick around.
Cool. Cool.
Oops. Turn the camera back on. Share the screen, and there's Xenia. There we go. All right. So we're back.
Okay, just give me a second to get you guys cropped in.
Yeah, sure. And I'll get it into gameplay so you can crop it well enough. Oh, that's right. Forgot.
My favorite part about cropping for Symphony of the Night is that it has 3 different aspect ratios.
Yeah. Makes it real convenient.
Players get to listen to Symphony of the Night music while I'm handling stuff.
I did a brief any percent glitchless grind last year, which didn't bear a whole lot of fruit, but so I know about that category. But actual any percent, obviously I've seen the run a lot of times, but should be interesting. I know it's pretty quick.
Alrighty, you ready to go?
Yep. Good to go. All right, we're back.
Wonderful.
I just want to say thank you, everybody, for getting this incentive off the ground. Very cool that this was met, and I'm really excited to show this off. So I guess without further ado, we'll get this going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice.
All right, so this is any % run. I'm actually playing this. We've had some really cool advancements in Xbox Randomizer. So this is actually the Xbox version of Symphony of the Night playing on Xenia. Otherwise this would have been a little bit trickier to set up with a capture card, but we're playing this on an emulator and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty close, especially over the last year. The randomizer works for it nowadays. Really cool.
And this is infinitely easier than that glitch seed I just did, so so you know. I know what I'm doing this time.
Yeah, this is gonna go great.
This
is a really fun run, I think, to watch.
Oh, it looks like the screen's cropped a little weirdly.
The Xenia backdash is still a little crunchy audio-wise, but, you know, it's getting there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little crunchy on Xenia.
Yeah, just the emulator.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the marathon stream right now, and it looks like I'm a little cropped. Oh, it's getting changed. Here we go.
Nice.
We got it.
It's all working out.
It's all. Oh shoot. Of course, I have to do this over again. Sorry, I forgot the. I got caught up in the cropping. So now we're gonna do this for real this time. In 3, 2, 1, go.
That was just a warm up. Get your fingers warm.
Well, now you get to see what I do in my any % attempts, which is a whole lot of prologue. Oh, nice stacks that time. Let's go.
Yeah. Very nice.
Bad stacks like we want for the charity.
That's right.
Exactly.
You got lots of stacks from 2 straight prologues. Donate. Donate, y'all.
Stacks are for the kids.
All right, I'm going to focus this time. All right, nothing out of the ordinary. Just a normal run where I'm running backwards. Al likes to moonwalk. All right. I did not want to level up on this guy. I want to leave him alive for a reason. If you have seen Rom Scout or Dragon Blitz do this at GDQ back in the day, whoops. Yep, there we go. You're pretty familiar with how a lot of this goes. And by activating a level up, which is a screen freeze, I prefer a reverse shift line, and it allows me to skip death completely. He never comes and takes my equipment. There we go. My menu's a little screwy, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually seen an any % run, so I'm kind of excited to see if there have been some changes in the route.
Yep. I pretty much do the same routing that Dragon Blitz kind of perfected a year ago. Now he does luck mode, which is I don't know. It's just raised the bar that much as far as getting into speedrunning, or just getting you know, with luck mode you can get as close to sub 16, which is was unthinkable not too long ago.
Right.
That Spittlebone was very kind.
I've seen a couple of those luck mode runs.
Yep. Alright, so I'm going to try to do something called a double kill when it's what it sounds like. I'm trying to kill these two guys at the same time. Let's see if it happens. Nope. I did, the game decided to say nope and made me do a critical hit on one of those guys. So
very close.
Hey, by the way, it's really rare to get a critical hit on a Alucard. It's got a low crit rate, but it did it that time. Which doesn't mean anything in the long run. It's just kind of a cool thing to do, but in the Xbox version of things, you can single kill those guys, you can double kill them. It really doesn't bear a whole lot in terms of much of anything. But it does make this part go just a little bit faster. It gives you one less level up to do. Whoops.
Yeah, that's what's interesting about any percent is the really specific experience routing, which kind of hurts my brain to think about, but I find it impressive.
So I'm just making my way to basically get Wolf. It's kind of the next part of the run. So this is just me going fast and cruising right now.
Yeah, it's got to feel good to not be throwing fire boomerangs right now, at the very least.
Yeah, I feel free right now.
Yeah.
One thing I will show off later on is the library floor clip, which is really cool. I just, figured it out. I can't say I mastered it, but I figured it out not too long ago. So I'm actually excited to show that off. It's a glitch that really has no comparison in the glitch preset. It really only shows up in any percent. So I'm actually kind of excited to show that off.
Yeah, that's a really, really cool trick, I think. Look at that. Got the perfect sub weapon.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Haha,
Good
poor
fight.
fella.
Real good fight. Awesome fight.
His gripping combat.
Alright, cruising my way up. Wolf is right here at the top of the elevator here, so before I can grab it, I gotta open up the elevator. A little switch at the top of the room here.
Yeah, I've seen DB practicing that floor clip coming out of that warp room, and that looks just about impossible to me.
Yeah, he said before he's practiced it for like an hour sometimes, and it really is. It takes a lot of concentration. I missed that floor clip though. Oh well.
Yeah, I think it's like a small time save. It's like one of those kind of like world record kind of things where.
Yeah.
But that's what's so stressful to me about vanilla speedrunning is that kind of like, well, I didn't save a second and a half. I got to reset. But
I don't know
interestingly,
anything about world records, but I think I'm okay at this.
I do not either, but I think that you are much closer than me to knowing anything about him. Interestingly, this route is pretty similar to the 90% glitchless route up to this point. Which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, I would say something like 90% of the speed runs all start with the same type of movement.
Right.
And basically just get Lorox's quarters as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Or really, the Coliseum as quickly as possible. Let's see if we can get this jump. Let's go.
Nice wolf movement. You love to see it.
Yep. Ooh. Coming in a little
Unironically,
late,
the sign of a great Soden player is really nice wolf movement, which I do not possess, but it is something I've noticed.
Alright, this is kind of a tricky room, but we got it. Alright, so there is a double kill I can do with Minotaur and Werewolf, but I'm going to skip it because it takes away all my MP, and if I screw up something in the library, I kind of need extra MP, so... if you come and hang out at my stream and see me do any percent runs, you'll see the double kill, but otherwise, we're going to be marathon safe here. Whoops. I don't know why the sword wasn't coming out, but alright.
I always kind of wondered in the vanilla speedrun, you always kill Werewolf first, and with your fists in Rando, of course, you always kill Minotaur first. Is there a reason for that? Is that quicker?
Yeah, it's, I think he starts moving first, maybe. Actually, I'm not too clear on why. That's a good question.
Yeah, I've always noticed that.
Alright, perfect.
Nice book jump. Beautiful.
Alright. And this is where it deviates, I'm sure, a little bit from the glitchless.
Yeah, of course.
So we're going to pull off that wonderful shop glitch that you saw earlier, but instead of sword card, we're going to do it with the fairy card. Well, I said fairy card. There we go.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm interested in...
So as I mentioned before, basically the two dialogues, the fairy dialogue and the shopkeep dialogue, basically count each other out, and that allows me to menu into
I'm interested in this.
while I'm shopping, which you're not supposed to do. And allows me to do fun stuff like that. And now I've wished for more wishes and can continue doing even crazier stuff. Oops. My bad.
Yeah, this is definitely the point where it gets a little off the rails compared to glitchless for sure.
Oops. Man, why am I doing this? Okay. There we go. My movement was a little horrible there, but it's okay. Oh, and he jumped.
Yeah, he's just mad that he gets relegated to a regular enemy later. He gets demoted.
He's still bitter. Alright, so here's where it gets a little interesting. Oops. Oops, got a little bit off track there. Now, I don't know why this works. Whoops. I don't ask questions, I just play this game. Let's try that one more time. It's fine. Ah, I needed a frame. And it, wow. Oh, bad. Yeah, for some reason. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just needed one more frame. And
Get in there, doggy.
This is not an easy trick to pull off. Yeah. Oh, perfect. There we go.
Nice.
That is the perfect frame. Yep, so that is possible to get sucked in. I don't know what makes the game do that, but yeah, you can get sucked into the floor.
I find it really interesting that the screen transitions just work correctly too.
Yeah.
When you do that.
So it's always fun to show off. It didn't necessarily go the way I wanted it to, but I'm glad I got to showcase it. And at least I got a bunch of tries to try it out. You know. Oops.
I think that's a really cool trick.
Yeah.
Of course, going over here to grab Fire of Bat, the most important relic in the game. Oh, wow. I can't believe it.
Yeah. I'm trying my best to.
Once again, gotta feel so good to be wing smashing around after
After no bat in that preset, yeah. In that,
Yeah.
like usually I come across bat. It's like get bat to win and glitch, but not today.
It's that marathon luck.
You're allowed to have a little miss as a treat, but no bat today.
All right, at least I got that fight down pretty well. All right, here comes the next exciting portion of this. Hopefully this works well. I don't do something stupid. There we go. There we go. Nice.
Nice.
And sort of like the trick I did in the glitch run, but this time it was a lot faster because I had bat. And also somehow I got pulled it off the first time around.
Yeah, that was extremely well executed. Very nice.
And the only next really big glitch is going to be relic skip, so it's just a lot of me doing fast movement. And being a bat, and doing what bats love to do. Which is eat insects and live upside down.
Really? I thought it was clicking into walls.
Oh, well that too.
Says it true. There's a lot of movement on the way to that center pillar, and a lot of time for me to get a last donation or two in before my impromptu skip stand.
Get in. Get it in.
You're not going to hear my buttery voice again until tomorrow morning. Like, come on, you want a little bit.
That's a
yeah, you got, I mean, yeah, come on.
One more song.
Gotta have an encore.
Alright, yeah, more wing smashing.
Some absolutely smashing wing smashing, yes.
Alright, so this is the last kind of crazy wing smashy room. Oh, man, I thought I was gonna... Okay, we're good. Somehow that worked.
Throwing for time and content.
Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing.
All right, here we go.
I distinctly remember hugging that ceiling to get up here, but oh well, whatever. Okay, and then here we go. Heart fresh time. This is the last little trick that I screwed up. So you get to see me use a heart refresh again. There we go. Much better.
Well, it is a beautiful animation, so. Just like
Very
that.
odd run, but here we go. I'll do this now. Oops. This might be a sub 19. Let's see. Nah, it's not, but that's okay. I'm just glad I get to show this off and show off like my favorite game to run.
It's the #1
Yeah,
game involving patricide.
It's true.
Maybe that's why I liked it so much as a kid.
Behold my true form
And time. So there it is.
Beautiful. GG's. Nice run.
Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
Well, it wasn't a sub 19, but it was a pretty low 19. So there you go. That was your dose of Soten for today. Tune in, I think, 10:30 a.m. Sunday, December 8th. There's another Symphony of the Night run by our colleague, Crazy Four Blades. So if you want to see that, but Randomizer with no glitches, go check that out.
You do definitely want to see that, chat.
I believe.
No.
He is very, very good at the rando. He will put on a good show for sure.
Yeah.
What?
But yeah, thank you for letting me play and show off the randomizer. And if you're interested in any of this stuff, you can always check me out on Twitch. You know, I stream Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Check your local listings, whatever.
She also said to tell you
I
that
think
she
that's
would
exactly
love
the
you
days
for
I
all
don't
of
stream, which is
eternity.
kind of funny.
Lisa, forgive me.
Well, there you go, man.
Well, my son.
That said, I do believe we are due for a block setup to
So you
swap
made
over
it.
for our crew
good.
that will be taking
I'm
over
glad
for the
you're
rest of
all
the
right.
evening. So that is
Sorry.
the last
my
that
fault
you're
you
going to
had
hear
to
from me.
fight
And I
your
think
own father.
Dark Moon might be swapping off of our
Fear
restream
not.
as well.
I
So
had my own reasons
we're
for
probably going to have
destroying
a
you.
small intermission for that
Must have
to
been
let the
painful
other
for
crew
you.
get in.
Indeed.
Once more,
Oh,
this
I'll
is
be here
all
for
for
another
the...
game.
Always remember.
All right.
that the
Dark Moon
only
will be
thing
here for one more
necessary
game.
for evil to triumph
I never get
is
to
for
leave.
good men to do nothing. I
Well,
understand.
sadly, he gets to enjoy my favorite
What will you
game.
do
I
now?
don't. I do have
The
to go.
blood
I gotta
that
take my
flows in
medication and
veins is cursed.
sleep because
'Twould be best
I'm
for
not
this
due till
world
tomorrow
if I were
morning.
to
8
disappear
a.m. will
forever.
have me back, but until then, you get Karant, who is one of our best hosts, and we get Warlink with one of my favorite games. So look forward to that after the break, and I will see you around.
All right, cool. Thank you.